Hello, 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 and welcome to Starting XP presents the Masquerade Camarilla side, episode Tear. I'm joined by the usual suspects. Greetings, how y'all doing this lovely weekend?
Hello.
Sup, bro?
So, geez, why is this? I'm almost done with this. I'm almost done with this newfangled technology. I'm gonna switch at some point in the near future. Damn you, NDI! Why don't you just stay working normally?
Fuck
Anyway.
it, we're doing it live.
Fuck it, doing it live. Anyways, thank you all for joining. We are going to start off this evening at the Coterie, where you are all staring at this lovely cache, except minus Deck. So Tony, Cooper, Reggie, Luna. It's kind of a palette full of destruction, chaos, and anger.
Oh, I mean, I'll take Stuart with me. It's his cash. He'll know it better than anyone.
He's like,
well, it's our cash now.
and he's like, it's beauty. It's a beaut, isn't it? It's a beaut.
Where'd you find this shit?
It's not where I found it, it's how I purchased it. You'd be impressed by that.
You buy things? I don't know. I took you more for a steal.
No, I mean, obviously you can't go to over the counter for any of this stuff. You gotta go to deep web. You gotta get, contact with like private dealers, TMCs, terrorist organizations, cartels. I mean, it's really illegal shit, man.
Cooper, you got any cool background like him?
Nope, he's just a detective. He's a washout.
Thanks.
Damn.
So, you mind if I take a look around, see what I left in here, see if I can find any clues on anything? Am I allowed to touch this?
Should we be worried? That's the real question.
Well, I don't know if the fucking Assamites booby trapped this or not.
Not that, but sure.
See, Luna's like, well, when I moved it, it didn't explode. So I don't know, I don't know what the fuck this is, if we should, if there's a booby trap or not.
It's probably fine.
Yeah, most likely.
Where is the crate being opened?
It's like in the Coterie Haven where like there's a side entrance that like you could load in like pallets of construction equipment if you wanted to like renovate the office area. So it's like that pull up gate area.
Yeah, maybe we should do this in the armory.
All right, well, you see Luna get like the hydraulic pallet mover.
He looks like he's done this before.
Yeah. And he starts moving it into the armory.
Damn, look at him go.
Shut up, Kavron.
You gonna teach me to drive like that?
Fuck you. So, you see Stuart kind of looking around. It's like, I thought they usually like dig, like they sprucing up the place. Like, where's like the Da Vinci's and the Michelangelos and like the Mars statue or whatever?
Oh, no, he doesn't come here. I tell Evan's character to get rid of him before we come to the Haven.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
to not bring Stuart?
Yes, you do not bring Stuart.
Alright, I would have called you first to ask.
Okay.
Okay, I'll just leave him where I left him last night. I ask him if there's anything I should try and make sure to get from the cache if we're all like looting it.
Oh, he told you what?
Okay. Alright, I head over.
Okay. So Luna drives the the forklift to take it into the armory, sets it down. This is like some heavy shit in here, man.
Yeah.
I mean, like, this has like Sabat written all over it.
Yes.
I mean, it was a Sabat cache.
I mean, someone's gonna come looking for it. Besides the Sabat, besides the Bruja. I mean,
That's fair.
they picked the fight on all fronts. You know what I mean? I say.
Well, the Banu Hakim found it. I can't really think of anyone else who would be.
If there's
Right,
anything anybody else wants it that I don't already want dead, or they don't give me another reason to want them dead, they can have it. But let's get it open and see what it is.
Okay. So obviously on the top of it there's a bunch of assorted weaponry with labeled ammunitions of various supernatural killing degrees. There's a bunch of Tupperware boxes filled with disposable cell phones, with SIM cloning chips. There's 2 laptops that appear to be completely dead. There is only 1 charger, no battery backup. There are assorted forging. Since you're a cobbler, Dan, this is like somebody that could forge
Identity stuff.
Yeah, identity stuff. There is a bag full of thumb drives that you'd have to comb through and plug in to see what's inside these thumb drives. And then there's just like a huge ass crate filled with assorted parts to an engine. And then there's assorted parts to an actual machine gun, like a military grade 50 cal like mounted machine gun that you put on top of like a Humvee. It's incomplete, but it was like the beginnings, the workings of one.
Well, I mean, if we're going to war, we could use this, but this is definitely a little too loud to be just willy-nilly driving on the street with.
What kind of engine is it?
It looks pretty heavy duty, like probably for a diesel, maybe a heavy terrain vehicle of some sort.
A Humvee.
Probably a Humvee engine.
So he was trying to get together a Humvee, I'm guessing.
And then there's like a bunch of those office boxes, pallets, filled with various paperworks of income transactions. I mean, there's Dan, just because this was your job, this is like years worth of Sabat tax forms. And just like this is just a network of just
Taxes.
carnage and destruction.
The only
Awesome.
only
So now
thing
it's time to
guaranteed,
drain their accounts.
death and taxes.
I mean, you don't even know where to begin, where you even can locate a routing number through all this. If there is even a routing number, if this is just all handled by, Bitcoin exchange, or if there's like an IP address that they log into that they have to input, certain code or phrase, or they have to use these USB flash drives to load up like a profile. I mean, this is just really advanced level shit. And even though you're pretty much a financier, this is like not corporate espionage, but this is like terrorist level worth of like networking. Because that's what the Sabat was at the end of the day. They're a bunch of terrorists.
Damn.
So,
There's a lot of shit in here. Not of any use to me, but a lot of shit.
Well, you're holding the shotgun.
Oh well, that's mine now, for reasons unknown.
I grabbed the camera and the flashcards that had all the information on Valen.
Mm-hmm. Luna's like, I'm not gonna touch any of this shit, man. This is a headache waiting to happen.
Yeah, I'll get through it. I just need some time at a public library.
I mean, we could finish the 50 cal Humvee in case we need to, blow a hole in the side of a wall.
You got military mechanics training? Because I sure don't.
I mean, it's all on the internet these days.
Luna's like, nah. It takes a lot more than just the internet.
Oh yeah. You think Deck would know?
He builds motorcycles, not Humvees.
You might. Engine's an engine, isn't it?
Well, I was talking more the 50 cal. The 50 cal can be put in anything. You could put it in the trunk.
Wasn't there supposed to be like a sword in here?
Deck took it.
Apparently, Deck's got some sort of lighthouse mumbo jumbo with
yeah,
it.
he fucking grew a third fucking eye on his forehead.
Well, I was trying to scare you.
Okay. So long as it doesn't go to, any former Sabat murderers.
I feel insulted.
You should be. This
It's
is
not
your
you.
mess.
I didn't put any of this together. I bought one building.
Okay. I think we need to have like a sit down and just like kind of hash everything out. So I'm gonna call Deck, have him come here, and then I think we've done enough as far as going out and tearing up a place. We already blew up a factory this week or last week, and we saved a bunch of Assamites a headache by picking a fight with the Bruja. So how about we just like kind of recollect our fucking unlives for a sec and just like hash everything out. How's that sound?
I think we all need to be up to date on what everyone else is working on.
All right.
Yeah.
Let me call Deck.
I'll get the whiteboard.
Okay. So you get a phone call. Deck. You're muted.
Hello?
Where are you at, pendejo?
I'm on my way back from Tehachapi.
All right, well, hurry your ass up.
Someone said, Luna, tell someone say, sup. He'll know.
Tony says sup. Whatever that means.
Right. Okay. What's going on?
I don't know. We just need to get the shit dealt with. I'm calling court. How's that sound?
That sounds great.
All
Where?
right.
Do we get badges?
No, you don't get. The only person that gets a badge is that dumb fuck. Points at Tony. And it's a metaphorical badge. It's a metaphorical badge of honor.
Oh, I kind of got my hopes
so
up.
Where is court being held?
Okay. I guess. Do we want an Elysium? Do we want to hear Reggie?
Is it just going to be us and Deck?
Yeah.
Then call him here.
All right.
No eyes
No eyes?
or ears. Nobody to pry.
All right.
We don't have to have Amalia over our shoulders. Or whatever rats Archie has in those walls.
Great. Well, I'm on my way then.
All right. Hangs up. He just like sits down, just like a nice sit, and he's still kind of scorched on the side. He's been healing, like slowly, but he's still like
Looking good.
all right. Where's the stupid whiteboard at?
I go get the whiteboard.
Okay. Dan, give me an intelligence finance just to even, you're just kind of sizing up this whole library worth of carnage and mayhem.
Are we gonna rouse check or feed hung or whatever?
No.
No. We're sated.
Sated for now. Okay. So
All right.
they're definitely using offshore accounts. Probably they're using definitely Bitcoin, which is something I'm not sure if your character's into cryptocurrency or not. And there is, accounts being moved through particular agents that have, I guess, access. But there's no like login password. There's a lot of disposable cell phones, so they're probably using some sort of voicemail system that you might have to do some research. I'm just kind of giving you like a frame. So they probably use some sort of voicemail system, and then there's probably embedded voicemails that give certain access codes in order to access whatever these accounts are. So
it's gonna basically be a bitch to get to them.
Yeah, and then that's just to find the account. To actually access it probably is a whole another headache. Because once you find the account, gaining access to it is probably going to be the bitch. So, Luna just waits. We'll just fast forward, and unless there's anybody wants to do anything beforehand, before Deck gets there.
I just I write priority list on the whiteboard.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not priority list. Things to look into. I'll just put number 1, Sheriff's Department.
Okay, so you write Sheriff's Department. Okay.
We're not. This isn't public, right? This Haven. This
No.
is 100% private, secure. Okay.
I
So,
mean,
yeah, I write
there
that up
are
there.
people who come through here, but they're not here right now.
All right. Anyone else want to add anything?
Watchers.
Watchers. Yeah, I still don't know what that is. Anyone else? Tony, you want to add something? Luna?
What exactly?
Things that we should look into, or at least all be aware of.
How about
the
Bakersfield's
Giovanni?
Lilith Fair?
Yeah, that's what Lilens. He puts that.
Lilins.
Yeah.
No, Bakersfield's Lilith Fair.
Is that okay? Is that a thing?
No, but it's also not, I don't know, something tied to vampires if somebody walks through here and decides to Google search this shit.
Oh.
Okay.
He's just being paranoid.
Fine, whatever. Bakersfield Lilith Fair.
Yeah.
We hide in plain sight, which means you can't leave masquerade breaching things lying around.
I'm gonna erase it when we're done.
Like you did last time?
Okay.
Then
I
again,
think
it was just a few names.
I think we're all on a little edge here, Reggie. I think if you cool off a little bit. All right. I know this is your place, and there's a lot of heat on this package, and we brought it into your home. I understand. We apologize. All right. So let's just listen to Reggie. We'll respect his house, respect his rules. So put Bakersfield Lilith Fair, and then like Weight Watchers.
Whatever. I look very clearly annoyed when I write Weight Watchers up there.
Tupperware party.
Oh shit!
And instead of
Sell
sheriff's
something.
department, I erase department and I write bake sale. Are you happy?
Yeah, it's his house. It's his rules.
Sheriff's Department is fine. Anybody who looks that up is going to get the Sheriff's Department.
Yeah.
It's not like anyone who knows my kind of business I run doesn't think I'm going to be looking into bribing the local police force.
Luna goes, just because I heard it from China, and this is going to be something I have to deal with, and he writes The Sopranos.
Yeah,
Okay,
they're
I don't even know what that one means.
mobsters, mafiosos,
The Giovanni.
gangsters.
The Giovanni, yeah.
They're not called that anymore.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
called
yeah.
something
It's-
else.
And it's
What are they
called
not
now?
just them. It's like all the dead fuckers.
Right, the hospital.
Yeah.
Boy, that lasted long, right?
Yeah.
Around this time, you hear like the engine of the motorcycle pulling up.
For the next 10 miles, I drive without headlights.
Okay. All right. So you pull up. You obviously get through. You see them. They're all kind of in the main living area, and there's a whiteboard, and they're writing. You see Weight Watchers. You see Bake Sale. You see
She says sheriff's bake sale, by the way.
Sheriff's Bake Sale and Lilith Fair and Bakersfield Lilith Fair and The Sopranos.
So is this like a Girl Scout thing? Or...
Yeah, we're gonna go door to door and we're gonna sell cookies. Do you want to take the?
I wish those Girl Scouts
the
are
limit edges?
fire.
So what is this now?
We're just
We're
kind of making a list
We're
and
at-
checking it twice.
We're identifying all the antagonistic people we have run into in the city.
But Mr. Paranoid over here doesn't want us to just write things down, so we're using coded words.
It's his
Yeah,
house. It's his
Something
rules.
that describes them. Got it.
It's his house. His rules.
Okay.
Luna, can I borrow your pencil?
It's a Sharpie, not a pencil.
Forgot mine.
And he just hands it to you. What do you write down?
Nothing. Start doodling.
Okay, look. So why don't we go through these one at a time, and we'll all explain the problem to people who weren't there when we learned about it, and then after we do that, we can figure out which thing we want to focus on first. How does that sound?
Sure.
All right. Task number 1. I was working on a personal project when I ran into 2 sheriff's deputies. I had learned over the course of that personal project that there have been people accusing the local sheriff's department of kidnapping immigrant children. I used Dominate to ask one of these deputies about this, and rather than tell me, and he confirmed that they were taking the children, and rather than tell me where they were, he shot himself in the head.
Oh,
Hey, that's a pretty deep-seated mental compulsion by somebody who's really, really, really good at it.
And also, they were especially difficult to use Dominate on, so I highly suspect that someone was using the discipline of fortitude to help them resist compulsion.
so they're ghouls. Huh.
Or not ghouls. Even someone without ghoulish powers can still benefit from a vampire with high enough fortitude.
Still,
Yeah,
that means someone
But I mean,
gave
he's
it to
still
him.
got to give him blood to make that happen. So
Yes.
either way, ghoul.
I guess he is a ghoul. So those 2 are now dead. But
Oh, happy endings.
Yeah, you're welcome.
it does. I killed them. Thank you. But I do
Yeah,
appreciate
but I
cleaning
fucking
it.
cleaned up your mess.
All right. Enough of the semantics. You
But
both
that
killed
means
them.
There's 2 things. 1, they're kidnapping children. We don't know why. And 2, there's a vampire in control of the local sheriff's department, and none of us know who it is.
Maybe he just.
Reggie,
Giovanni,
do we know that for a fact?
who needs a ready supply of children to brutally torture and murder for creepy blood-infused rituals?
Well, it's either them or... Oh my god, if you're going to say Giovanni, I get it.
Wait, we're raising our hands?
Are we raising
So
our
look-
hand? No,
It's
okay.
either them
Luna
or
did
that
raise his
creepy
hand.
Davila girl who needs to make a new garden.
You mean Davina?
Whatever.
Okay.
Cruella DeVille, whatever she wants to
I
call
still
herself.
think this is worth looking into. All
I
right.
agree.
Next up is the Weight Watchers. Who wants to talk about that? Oh my god, this sounds so stupid. Fine. Who wants to talk about the Watchers?
Oh yeah, we fucking went there and we got our asses handed to us.
No,
Watchers?
where's there?
There was a zombie vampire named
Oh,
Cornelius,
Oh,
which I thought you said all zombie. I thought all necromancy was part of this whole new Giovanni.
So Cornelius specifically is part of the Bakersfield Lilith Fair. Or should I say, was part of the Bakersfield Lilith Fair.
Okay, yeah, it was. We got rid of the fungal spore thing. A lot of homeless
Where-
are. A lot of
Where
homeless
was that at?
in Lamont. It was at a meat factory plant.
Okay, I draw a little line next to it that says Lamont.
So
The thing is, they ain't just tied to Lamont. I think they may be tied to the Bakersfield Lilith Fair, but they also had the symbol they use, these creepy eyes. Some of them are down in the Nosferatu tunnels. So
And
I think the Nosferatu knows something about them. And yeah, it's probably tried to herpa-derpa-don.
Yeah, and Gideon said they found the symbols up near California City.
speaking of, that's another whole thing. You probably add that to the things of shit to do.
California
That's
City.
that's Sedite turf, right?
yeah,
Childress.
Replacing the old snake god with a new snake god.
eyeball thing.
Yeah.
Like shedding its skin.
Okay, so Andre, if I have to speak about the Sopranos, Andre was not a soprano. Andre was like old school, you know, Chicano American fighting for his people, right? But he was a spooky necromancer.
So are these kids who are disappearing, are they Chicano American kids? Or are they like
Or if you said
everybody's
immigrant
kids?
children.
Yeah, they're immigrant.
Just
children.
immigrant children.
So he wouldn't tolerate that type of shit. He wouldn't he wouldn't attack
if he
his own community
knows about it.
if he knows
I
about
am
it.
pretty sure that this Bruno character is trying to usurp Andre's power in Andre's general absence.
Okay,
I never trusted that guy.
so we go up to La Paz. We talk to Andre. We figure out what's going on.
Will he talk to us, or will he just start flinging mercurial might around? From what I know of Andre, he's not very, he's not much of a conversationalist.
Hey, he's got to respect me. I'm the sheriff. He's in our fucking territory. Giovanni got no territory of their own.
Yeah,
So if we
they
roll
were supposed to respect the fucking deal, and yet we have a hospital wing that we need to check out. So,
okay, but the hospital's all Archibald's thing.
yeah, when the Giovanni were in charge to take care of whatever was left, I guess, but very quickly.
so
Basically, we can't trust these fucks.
Okay, so who's tight with Bruno then?
I mean, I'm not. Him
Not
has a
me.
dumb shirt.
Nobody's tight with the guy. I know I have his phone number. I can call him.
Then call him. Get some answers. Set up a meeting.
Oh yeah.
If we have to... I'm like this close to pulling a fucking Wyatt and just breaking down Haven doors, dragging people out, and fucking just torching them in front of their fucking Haven. That's where I'm at.
Hey, I got some Bruja Haven locations.
Okay, that we can't do. We can't afford an all-out war.
What happened? You were all gung ho just a second ago.
Okay, you want to fight the Bruja right now?
No, I actually kind of like the Bruja. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, I don't think they like us very much after fucking what we did to his boys. That's
it's just
besides
business.
the point.
I think he was more upset with the fact that he had a Sabbat living in his midst.
Okay.
So,
That being said, our probationary sect member that we've cooped. What are we gonna do with that?
He's a good fighter. Knows his way around weapons.
But can we trust him?
No.
Didn't think so.
Why not?
I mean, sassy. Not in a good
He
way.
wants.
He inherently hates the system and wants to destroy everybody connected to it.
I
You're
mean,
gonna
did
have
you
to-
see his fucking cachet. The dude's fucking ready to go to war at a drop of a hat.
That was literally his job in the Sabbat.
I know. He's hanging on. He needs to let go.
I
What?
just think we need to find a good suicide mission to throw him at.
Yeah, he wants to be a weapon. Find him point him in the right direction. Just let him go. Preferably something that doesn't require any elegance.
I don't see a problem in that.
Oh man. Speaking, but the Sabbat is influencing us, man. This is not cool.
I'm just saying there are at least 2 problems on that board that if we can identify where they're located, there really ain't an option but full nuclear.
And what's that?
The Watchers and the Lilith Fair.
Well, I thought we
I
got
mean-
rid of the Watcher, or I thought we got rid of. So Cornelius.
No, there's more. There are obviously others. That one guy isn't responsible for the eyes and the necro in the Nosferatu tunnels. Davina was part of that nonsense with her garden. That's also connected to it.
I think I've seen.
I don't know if
shit.
the Bahari are connected to the Watchers or if they are the Watchers, but
Didn't we have some women from those shelters that we saved from that drug den?
yeah.
Huh. I wonder if they're connected in this shit anyway.
Why?
I don't know. Apparently they had something on them. They freaked me out. I don't like that.
What do you mean they freaked you out?
They just seem like a looming darkness. I
Oh,
guess.
that's right. You had some premonition.
What? You
Or-
so? Do you have to give the site then?
What?
No, like Amelia. Tony has to get the site.
I have auspex.
No,
I
but,
can see people nicely. I don't think I can
but you can't.
premonition.
You can't see into the future.
No, I just looked at them and they. I don't know. Anyways. Well, can we call Bruno? You think he'll even answer?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean-
Okay. So, are the Nosferatu on the board? He puts Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the Kung Fu Panda guys.
There's 2 groups. There's the 12 we have names for, who are official parts of the cam, protected, and then there's some kind of like reformist sect.
Yeah. The Han Yun is their leader, right?
Yeah, but he's the leader of like the 12,
Okay.
or of the reformers. I don't know who's who. One of those sects is out to get us. Han Yun seems to be on the up and up.
Okay. Doesn't he know you a favor?
Yeah,
Well,
I plan on talking to him. Yes.
Okay.
Algo.
All right.
What about the problem with the sheriff's department? That could be the Giovanni, but it could also be the cult of Drepidon. There were ritualistic sacrifices in Kern County in the past.
Oh, also on the board. Locks.
How? Okay.
Dude.
I write locksmith.
I just write locks. Locks. I write it. Is he alive? Is he dead? Who has access to his resources? Does
Arthur.
Archie still have the Bible? It ain't Arthur. Arthur's only got like maybe 20 to 30%. I got a little. Archie got a little. I thought the rest was going to be in Gideon's hands, but it ain't.
What does Gideon do? What does Gideon even have?
A demon in his head that claims Locke's debt transfers through the blood.
So that means he's dead.
Yes.
So he's dead.
No.
You're confusing me, man. I'm lost here. So the demon in Gideon's head saying that, the bill to pay has to go to him.
Uh-huh.
So that means he's dead.
Not necessarily, because he would need Locke's blood to transfer the bill to pay.
If that's how this even works. I'm not a demonologist specialist.
Also, Drepidon can do things
Spearby.
that make it seem like to people you're blood bonded with that you've died. When Drepidon put me into torture, Donna Maria thought that I died. Something similar could have happened to Locke.
So I spoke.
Or Locke could be working with the demon in the face of the Second Inquisition. It seemed like a better deal than us. Like, I don't know how well you guys knew Locke, but let me tell you, as the dude who ran all his numbers and hit his P's and Q's, that guy was not on the up and up.
Yeah, he was a racist, horrible, white entitled person.
All I know about him is that I accidentally murdered one of his ghouls once. That was all I knew about Locke when I was.
If only you had accidentally murdered Locke.
Think about how convenient that would have been.
I know. Tell me about it. You'd still be in torpor. I wouldn't have to be here. I could be in Vegas. Vegas might not have fallen to the Inquisition.
You had something to say, Deck?
I spoke to Wyatt.
Whoa.
What?
Whoa.
Well,
Where the
that's
fuck
some
is
good
he?
and or terrible news.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I don't know where he is. That's the problem. He refused to give his location.
When did you speak to him?
While I was in Tehachapi.
Like, is he at the house? Is he at the Haven?
No.
Did you use a phone?
Because
Did
I
you
went to his-
dial 1-800-dial-a-dick?
No, smartass. It was blood magic.
Ah, of course.
That's what I figured.
Fuck. Okay.
I just wanted it out loud in the room.
But
So you use the magical version of 1-800-dial-a-dick.
whatever. Anyway, according to him, Drepidon is not a demon.
Oh, that's good news.
What
So
is he?
Yes, because now we don't know what he is.
Okay, so we just literally have less information than when we started.
Yep.
No, we have less misinformation than when we started.
True.
Sorry.
Somebody might need to go talk to the wolves.
That's a job for me, I guess. I have that knack.
Okay.
They've been around forever. Anybody got connections to the Native Americans?
Nope.
All right, I'll work on that angle. They might have old stories and legends from way in the back time, since I think Derpidon's been here a long time.
But
There was I learned something about that when I was Sabbat. The
Oh,
reason the Sabbat first came to this area was there was a La Sombra bloodline amongst the natives before anyone from the old world arrived.
yep, and you just killed the last remaining member of that bloodline to get into court, remember?
I remember that. It was only like a month ago.
Yeah. First episode.
Just wanted to put all the cards on the table.
Yep.
All right.
So maybe
I-
he's La Sombra Methuselah?
That would be
Guy.
interesting. When he attacked me, I was in the abyss. That would explain how he was able to do that.
I mean, it's hell, so you know, right? That's why they call it the Abyss. One of the names of hell.
Yeah, well, I mean, it wasn't that dangerous if you were used to it.
I'm sure that's what Lucifer says too.
God damn
Pride ain't so bad. It's the fall that gets you.
Thank you. All right, I'll focus on the sheriff's department. That's probably where I'll be able to make the most progress.
No, wait. If we're doing something, we're doing this together. Because last time some idiot decided to do something on his own, I ended up getting blown up.
All right. Let's start by calling Bruno and see if we can handle the Giovanni problem without having to go hunt down Andre.
Is this everything? Is this literally everything? Because I want to make sure we got all this shit out. Everything.
I haven't heard from Betty in like a month, and that scares the ever-loving shit out of me. Because that means she's had a month to do her own thing.
Oh my god.
I don't
her just show up with a bald head and a fucking a grill or some shit.
Let's see. What else?
Okay. That's something kind of important.
Oh,
Tony,
and
when's
Archie's
the last time you've seen her?
crazy.
Fuck if I know. Hates it when I call her.
Isn't she like your adopted sire?
Exactly. You're telling me, dude? She threw me to the wolves. She didn't give a fuck.
No, she
offense.
actually... I think she made you hang out with Reggie.
Seems like you
Yes.
got a lot better
And then
deal than
Reggie
wolves.
put me in danger.
Welcome to being a kindred, son.
You know, I'm just looking at
Our
the front. I
existence
need to look at
is
this
danger.
cup. I need to look at this cup half full. You know what? Let's go out there and kill more. Let's go blow shit up. Well, let's call Bruno first to see if we need to blow shit up.
Okay. I might want to add something. Just
Okay.
because it's been kind of annoying me.
Boy.
It's been kind of been there, but nobody's really talked about it.
Okay. What is it?
King Dick.
Archie?
Yeah.
Okay, I write Archie Comics at the top.
Mm.
Dude, you should pinch poke him, dude. He said it at the same time.
So I've been around. I've been to a few courts, few domains, and every prince I've met has had some level of involvement in the day-to-day, right? Has Archie talked to any of you guys?
Nope.
Nope.
You're telling us?
Yeah.
You're his sheriff. What do you mean?
Well, that's exactly it. He only tells me what to do when it's something that you guys are doing.
That sounds awful. Holy shit.
He's mentioning it. It's because of his lack of involvement. He's been doing nothing. He hasn't been contacting us. He hasn't been doing anything.
He hasn't been doing anything that we're aware of.
The only thing we know of that he does is...
What?
What
does
did he
do?
say he did? He has pull with the police? BPD?
No.
Or something?
He's all hospitals, man.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So other than that, we have no idea what he's doing. He has a legion of Nosferatu that he declared some of them, but for all we know, there's more he didn't declare.
For all we know, there's definitely more he didn't declare.
So there's God knows how many Nosferatu. No, currently it doesn't seem like any of the Camarilla have the right to make child heir, so he's the only one growing his clan.
Nobody's asked. Anybody could, if you ask.
Somehow I feel like I'd get slapped down pretty hard if I asked.
Well, you're a probationary member.
For 100 years, great.
How long? When did you get embraced?
2 years ago. 100 years still seems like a long time.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah,
Well,
I get it. In the grand scheme of, like, forever, it doesn't matter much, but...
I thought by the year
Still
2000
have-
we'd be in jetpacks.
Jetpacks would be super sweet, I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know. I wouldn't get anywhere near that fucking fire.
No, I'm talking like Jetson type shit.
You need compressed air. Anyway, we're not here to theorize about the future. You guys wanted to call the Giovanni.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Start-
so that's what we're starting with first. We're starting with the Giovanni.
We want to rank
It's
these.
the quickest thing what we can do right now. It's literally a phone call away. Unless you want to.
I was thinking we go to La Paz and speak to Andre, and then let the Giovanni sort themselves out first.
Okay, who's Andre? I was not there for this.
He's the head of the Giovanni.
Okay.
He's the guy who invited all the other necromancers to come to do their little necro dancing in Bakersfield.
All right, so are we just going to talk to
I'd rather go... No offense, Reggie, but if you want to get something done, you go to the boss, right? And he's the boss, right?
Yeah. I don't know if Bruno knows that, but technically, yes, he is the boss.
So...
Then again, what if Andre's in it all? He's not exactly going to be...
Then we die horrible death because Andre's a scary motherfucker.
Well, I mean...
And then we'd be in a den full
I
of
might
necromancers. We'd literally be walking into the den full of necromancers.
Well, I mean, if you got to get a problem solved, you might as well do it all at once, right? It's like pulling off a Band-Aid.
Oh, fuck. All right. Hey, is there any ghost killing shit in that cache?
I'll look through the labeled ammunition. Does any of it say anti-ghost rounds or ghost killing?
So there's rock salt shells.
Okay.
We could shoot flies out of the air.
That might work against ghosts. They're supposed to have stuff against salt. And if not, you can say you assaulted one. Ha!
Wow, Reggie. You just can't help yourself, can you?
Just trying to bring up the mood. You're all a bunch of Debbie Downers.
I'm not Debbie Downer, man.
You know what? That's mean. I like Debbie. She works for me.
I'm just... You weren't the one that got exploded. You're the one that, like, speared the fucking... That fighted the necromancer.
Still hilarious.
Yeah, I get it. I won the wrestling championship.
Yeah. You rock the belt, not me. I'm not rocking no belt. Okay. So it's unanimous. We're gonna call Bruno, or we're gonna go up to La Paz.
Fuck, man.
Let's go up to La Paz. I'm feeling road trip.
All right.
Yay.
Okay, who's Bruno? Can someone tell me that before we go?
Oh, Bruno is guy we...
Bruno is the
from.
highest ranking Giovanni, actual Giovanni, named Giovanni, in the city.
Then who's Andre?
He's the head of the Giovanni in the city, but he's not named Giovanni.
Yeah,
he's La Raza, man.
He's yeah.
Yeah, if baby murder is what you want, he's your guy.
Baby murder. Oh fuck, man. Dude, this is just nuts.
Okay, well, let's go deal with at least one thing. Let's go.
I'll be back.
Okay.
Maybe you can tell me where Davina is. I gotta off that chick.
Okay.
We need to talk to her first.
No, we don't.
She might know something about Drepidon. She might be one of the only people that does.
Yeah, but if you talk to her, she'll take that time to get away.
I think it's worth the risk.
I'll tell you what, you're a Sabbat, right?
I'm not a Sabbat anymore.
Diablerize her, and let us know if you learn anything from her memories.
No, I've seen.
We'll all turn our backs. We will all turn our backs while you do it. Nobody will know. If anybody talks about black veins in your aura, we'll just say it's your spooky La Sombra shadows.
If I Diablerize her, I'll get infected with Drepidon. I'm not doing that. I've seen what happens to someone who Diablerizes Davina or her childer.
Then we just take her head off. She's just going to lie to us anyway.
Or we tie her up and we use Dominate to interrogate her.
That doesn't work if their generation is lower than yours, kid. And I can guarantee you she's closer to Cain than us. Right? That's what you guys say? Closer to Cain? I'm not messing this up, right, Deck?
That's...
Yeah.
All right. Fuck you, Reggie. Just fuck you. And let's just go. Let's just go. We're going to La Paz. Get your shit. We're going to La Paz.
All right, I got a lowrider over in the garage section.
Oh,
Just get right in.
Yeah, you. Fuck you. So, who is driving their own vehicle and who's riding with who? Yeah.
I'm on my own.
I will take my Lexus because I still don't have another car.
Okay. So,
I'll take his Lexus because when a car gets destroyed, I don't want it to be one of mine.
okay, so you're riding with the Sombra. All right, good enough. All right, so journey pretty much uneventful. You guys drive up the 58 to somewhere in between Tehachapi and the mountain range to La Paz, which is a national park location for the UFW, which is the United Farm Workers Union. And the site's closed, but there's still a community of people that live here. And you pull up, and there's not many people out and about. I mean, there's lights out. There's like homes that are surrounding the La Paz area. For people who've been here longer than the last 20 years, this place used to be a tuberculosis hospital. So they literally converted a tuberculosis hospital to a national monument to Cesar Chavez. So there's
Okay.
parts. Go ahead.
All right, is La Paz like a neighborhood or like a building?
It's a sanctuary. It's where Cesar Chavez's like organization and his family members, they live here. So it's like kind of like a remote colony.
Okay, and how do you spell La Paz?
LAPAZ.
Yeah,
L-A-P-A-Z, okay.
Yeah, La Paz.
Exactly like it sounds. It's Spanish, man. It's all phonetic.
Mm-hmm. And the actual monument touristy area is closed, but like I said, there's still neighboring houses. You see the big hospital that La Paz is built next to, and almost that section of La Paz is gated, but it doesn't look like it's well secured.
Is he in there?
I mean, look, man, I only came here with Wyatt once, and then like mist started rolling in and smoke, and then he appeared. But that was when like we told him we were coming. So
Well,
fuck it, let's just go in.
How do we contact Andre?
Does anyone have his phone number?
Yeah, no.
do we throw a rock at his window?
No. I remember this. I remember it. He goes into his bag, and he pulls out what appears to be like it looks like tumbleweed, but the tumbleweed has been warped and tied as a figure, like a humanoid figure.
Oh, we burn an effigy.
Yeah.
Great.
We have to burn this it's an effigy. And we have to do it over here. And there's like a little rock, looks like a Native American sort of monument to like the struggle of the valley. And he places the effigy in it, and then he's like, anybody got a light?
By the way, Para, while this is happening, I'm gonna use Oblivion Sight to see if there's any ghosts around.
Oh, there's a shit ton of ghosts.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
That's interesting.
There's a lot of dead people who died here. A lot of agony, a lot of suffering, a lot of... I mean, this is where Kern County sent all their tuberculosis candidates up here to die in the mountains, cold and alone.
Okay, that's true. That's not helpful. I turn it off.
Okay. So anybody got a light? Seriously.
Okay, I have a lighter here.
he burns the effigy. It, burns like a warm color. And then right when it gets about to the halfway point, it starts to burn like an eerie green. And then you see like a light turn on towards the side of the hospital, towards the back end. And then there's someone exits like a house across the street, and it looks like a little teenage boy, and he's like, you guys visitors?
Yeah.
Oh. And he has like he's like playing some sort of mobile game in his hand. Like he pauses and he's like, were you invited?
He had an invitation.
He points at Luna. They start speaking in Spanish, and he's like, see Luna kind of go. He starts saying something back in Spanish, kind of half-assedly, like, yeah. And it's like, okay. And then you see the kid press something on his phone, dials a number, and he's like, all right, come with me. And then he goes to like a side entrance where it's pretty automatic. There's like this gate that kind of opens up. It's like a loud buzzing noise, like, and it's like tick 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 tick. And you go through this like really nice garden. It actually is pretty maintained.
I don't trust gardens. Not after that last one.
There's no spores. There's no fungi. There's a lot of sunflowers and roses and what is this? What a vista starts with a B. Bogandellas? Yeah, Bogandellas.
Okay.
Bodega.
But is this garden fed on the corpses of tortured children?
You don't know.
That's my problem with gardens.
You don't know. You don't know what you're not. You haven't been in Kern County that long, but you've done its research. I mean, a lot of people died here.
What does your spooky site say?
I'll turn on Oblivion Sight and look for anyone that doesn't just look like Gennaro tuberculosis victim.
There's. I mean, this.
I'm looking especially for children.
Oh yeah, there's children here who died, but they died of like polio.
Chickenpox.
What other uncurable disease that like killed people in like the 1800s?
Yeah,
tuberculosis, chicken pox.
Yeah, chicken pox. But the thing is, it's like you got to
valley
understand.
fever.
Yeah,
I've got the consumption.
Bad infections when they broke a leg.
Yeah.
You know,
they literally sent everybody up here to die.
Mm.
Like you can even see in Oblivion Sight there are there's like etching on the walls that the UFW have painted over or they've repaired, but in the Shadowlands you're actually not familiar with the Shadowlands. This is something new that you're not really familiar with because the Abyss never did this for you. So you're seeing this weird sort of reflection and it is very eerie. This is not something that you are familiar with Obtenebration.
This is cool.
It's new, but dangerous. But you're drawing attention.
They're noticing me.
Yeah.
As I look at them.
Yes.
Okay, I'll turn it off at that point.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, just a lot of ghosts here.
But they don't. The one thing you do know is they don't feel like they're enslaved. They're not like you saw the faceless sort of shambling. No, no, you weren't at the hospital. So no, you don't know that. Never mind. No. You don't know anything about ghosts. This is all new to you.
Mm-hmm.
So you get to an area of the hospital that is not under renovation. It just looks like it's just being used as like a storage room area. And he's like, all right, you can wait here. And then he just walks away.
We're waiting in front of a what?
You're waiting inside the wing of a hospital. It's like a storage room in the back of the La Paz National Monument to Cesar Chavez. So it's kind of like a bunch of really rundown equipment. A lot of the. It's almost like being back at KMC, that other side where it was like condemned, that like section of the hospital that was not being used anymore. It's kind of exactly like that, very eerily the same. And then you hear like some like foot, somebody who's walking barefoot down a hall, and you see this guy. You see this guy.
Is he the...
Greetings.
He looks sort of pissed. And he's
disgruntled?
Like, he looks very disgruntled, and he's like, says something in Spanish to Luna, and then Luna says something back, and then he's like, they're with me, they're my compadres. And he's like, with the kindred of Kern coming to my home.
Let me start by saying you got a great place up here. I really like what you've done with it. That said, we got a problem with your boy Bruno, and we thought maybe you could have some insight into what the heck is going on, because we know nothing about ghosts.
There's been a lot of refugees.
Yeah, I noticed.
I'm doing my part. Some of them may forget that, we are not as we were. That we are no longer death dealers. We're just simply stewards to the underworld now.
Well, that is definitely not the line Bruno is peddling.
What is he peddling?
Well, he told us that he could clean the ghosts out of the old psych ward at KMC, and that it would be doing, mutual favors. So we helped him perform some ritual, for which I guess he had to murder a baby, and that was the first kind of offsetting thing. To clean out the ghosts. And then it was supposed to be kept empty for a month so that all the ghost resonance, whatever, could be cleaned out and people could be moved back in.
Mm-hmm.
But then he had people moved in almost immediately, and now it's causing a ruckus because, the people who moved in are having nightmares and going crazy.
Normal necromancer stuff.
I don't know if it's normal necromancer stuff. I don't know anything about necromancy. That's why we're here.
And he's like, you call it necromancy. I call it attuning, remembrance, celebration. I know of this ritual that you speak. It is a harvesting spell it takes the wailing essence of phylactery, of specters, scars, a place of spiritual ruin, and it absorbs in the energies to a conduit, and then that energy can be used as a substitute for more dangerous or more taxing rituals. It's kind of like a, how you put it, it's like a backup battery. But there are some lingering effects of that ritual that what you're describing does sound accurate. Because you see the spirit's energies, they get sapped, but their anchor, their fetters are still intact. So the specter or the wraith that is attached to their haunt, their echoes linger, maddening, not focused, just distorted, white sounds, echoes from the other side, bleeding over. We usually do it in places where they're more remote, not very ventured. But you said this was performed in a hospital?
Yeah.
In the closed off section of a.
Except then he went and reopened it. So.
Oh.
And another quick question: do you know where he gets his, babies or children from that he uses in these rituals?
The deceased child can be stored, preserved, and it may not be a deceased child from these parts. It could be a deceased child from another. It doesn't have to be fresh. I'm sorry if my language offends you, those who still cling to your humanity.
All right. So how do we stop these echoes?
By locating the
Norris.
fetter and destroying them.
Okay. How do we locate fetters?
You have to have somebody with some insight on that.
Insight.
Somebody who's trained in locating these particular echoes.
Would someone be able to find it if they could see into the Shadowlands?
It takes a keen eye, a trained eye. But you happen to be in luck, and I am in service of the Court of Kern. There is a plethora of necromancers who have come into our lands. So I will relinquish one of them to help you in this service, and then I will do a Bruno.
Thank you, Andre.
No, thank you. I'm sorry that he was not following the rules to a T. I wanted our presence to be welcomed, but like I said, these are trying times for us all who used to deal in the dead, and there are some people who just can't let go of their former selves. They want to restore something that can't be restored. The Giovanni clan, they're gone. The Harbinger's vengeance, destroyed. The Samedi experiment, failed. We are nothing. But we are something. We're Havek. We remember the dead. And we honor the dead. Because that's what we were taught in the beginning. I didn't mean to get philosophical. How does Arthur fare these days?
Well, you know, he's Prince. Pleased his punch, I'm sure. He only talks to anybody when he needs anything.
Arthur? I thought your prince was a Nosferatu.
That's our.
Oh, no. Sorry, Archibald.
It's
Arthur,
fine. I did that earlier.
I don't see him much. Nicholas is good.
I do not trust Nicholas. He is a
Same.
he is a too big gangster.
Do you know anything about a Drebadon?
Yes.
Could you tell us?
Don't hear his chorus.
Okay, well, I already knew that one.
Huh.
Do you know
Anything
what he
else?
is?
He only tempts white people. So I'm safe.
That's interesting. Do you know why?
I don't know. But I think it's fair punishment.
Thanks.
Well, it's going well so far.
My
Anyways,
associate will be waiting at the front for you. She's very smart. Is there anything else that I can do for the Court of Kern?
No, that'll do it. Thank you, Andre.
He bows politely.
Oh, if you find out anything else about Trepidon, we'd appreciate it if you let us know.
That's all I know.
I know. I'm just saying if you find out anything else.
He just walks towards the other end of the hall, barefooted.
Well, not helpful on the Trepidon front, but in the grand scheme of things, that was a fairly productive conversation.
And then you see Luna go like, dude, I'm fucking safe.
Why are you safe?
Because I'm not
Because
fucking
he's
white.
not white.
No.
well, sorry if we don't throw you a fucking party.
Fuck yeah.
Well, congratulations, not white boy.
Finally, I get something right for once.
Is everybody when they're that old that as stoic as that?
No, I think he's done some bad things.
Yeah, I can tell. He's a little 1,000-yard stare-ish.
Has a tendency to make people like that.
Mhm.
Old vampires can get a little nutty.
I mean, he did the whole cling on to humanity type shit.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess we got somebody else to bring back. So what? We're gonna meet back at the coterie. You're gonna bring this non-Giovanni with us, or what are we gonna meet up at?
Why don't we
Well-
just go straight to the hospital?
I like that idea.
All right. Cool.
And Runa's gonna be dealt with, I guess.
I guess.
I want to see if a stupid shirt with a spell on it's gonna work this time.
I mean, I love Andre, but did you get the feeling that he's not gonna do shit?
No,
Bruno?
he's gonna let us all destroy each other.
I mean,
He's probably gonna have a stern talking to Bruno. Real stern.
more of a keep it on the DL or more DL next time.
I don't know. He does seem a little, we'll find out. I don't think much is going to happen to Bruno, But to be honest, I ain't really worried about Bruno. I'm worried about, I don't know, calling too much attention.
All right.
So I guess we go out front and meet this new character.
So
Yeah.
you see a lady who is very gaunt, and she's wearing, trying to figure, almost like a baggy shirt. She's not really well kept. She's not really showing off any sort of effeminate features, but she has very beautiful, piercing green eyes. And you, Deck, and Cooper
I
realize
don't-
who it is.
I
Sloth?
literally, I'm thinking the whole time, like, this better not be another fucking Sabat. We're having a Sabat fucking reunion lately.
And
It's not our fault. That all of them decided that for this elite worldwide Sabat task force, the one place they should all chill is Bakersfield.
Right? Well, except one of them.
Except one of them.
and she's just like, she has like a bat, like a suitcase bag, and she's like,
Does she react when she sees us?
no,
Is it a briefcase or is it a suitcase?
no, it's like a duffel bag actually.
Oh, okay.
And she's
Fuck
like,
me then.
huh, wow. Who's in charge?
That would be me. Or
Oh.
him, I say as I point at Luna.
Oh no, this is all you.
Me it is.
So
Name's Reggie. It's a pleasure.
Oh, well, nice to meet you, Reggie. I guess.
I'm Tony.
Oh, hi, Tony. My name is Belliana.
Liliana.
Belliana. Cooper.
Oh,
I see.
well,
Is Belliana your original name?
Yeah.
Good to see you again.
I thought you died.
Oh,
Are you kidding me?
What?
Fucking kidding me.
What?
I don't know.
Is there,
I don't know what you want me to tell you.
is there something wrong?
He's upset. We keep running into former Sabat members.
Oh,
No, and she's gonna be another one of those creepy sin eaters people, right? Yeah, of course. The silence says everything.
Well,
She was
I'm-
sloth.
I'm
Whatever. At least this one's cute. Can we get going?
I'm sorry if you is there something wrong? Did I offend you?
No,
Ignore.
not yet.
no. You're fine. It's just been a hell of a month.
Oh, Para. While we're doing this, I pull out my phone and I text Donna Maria and Stuart, I just found sloth.
And
Well,
she's
shit.
like,
It's a Sabat
I mean,
extravaganza.
we have a ways down. I could, acknowledge myself to you if you want. So, how old are you? Are you old? Are any of you old?
Old
No?
enough.
Oh,
You know how old I am.
well, yeah. I was there when you were made.
Old. Like, are we talking vampire old?
Yeah,
we're talking vampire.
Yeah.
So this is still all kind of
yeah.
yeah.
Never mind. I'm not gonna get into it. It's not really worth it anymore, anyways. She just gets in the car. Just like-
Yeah. I'll.
So sloth,
get it?
huh?
Did she get into the Lexus?
Yeah.
Reminds me of that Undertale ghost.
I get in. Is anyone else driving in the Lexus?
well,
I'm in the Lexus.
I'm
Okay.
on my bike.
you have a very beautiful soul, Reggie.
Thanks.
It looks delicious.
So, Belliana, how'd you?
You have very beautiful eyes, Belliana.
Thank you.
Big eyes to gaze upon you. So I guess we're heading to the hospital.
Yeah.
Cool. What's Masquerade?
She just keeps to herself, doesn't really talk. She has a book in her hand.
So, how many cars are there?
So Reggie rode with the Lexus. You rode by yourself, and he has a motorcycle. So there's 3 cars, 3 vehicles.
So I'm guessing I'm driving by myself.
Yeah.
All right.
She's very polite. Now that you're like sitting next to her, she looks like a corpse. But she's not like a rotting. She's not like bad as Cornelius, but she's definitely not fresh. When she gets
Weathered.
when you guys get down to the canyon, she will do a rouse check to do blush of health because she has to appear somewhat normal. But yeah, she's just very polite. And
we could just say, she's gonna be put in the hospital ward if she looks that sickly.
She's just very, very laid back, very lazy.
Did she seem annoyed if I asked her how she ended?
Sloth-like?
Almost sloth-like.
Mm-hmm.
I asked her, Beliana, how'd you end up with Andre?
I heard the call. I went to the beckoning. I saw the fields of Elysium. And I saw my brothers and sisters get killed. And then I fell in the abyss. And then I washed up on the shores of Stygia. Stygia was a mess. And then I wandered for a while, not knowing if I should go back. And then I heard Andre's beckon, his port to harbor, as it were. And then I found it ironic that it was in the last place that I was at. That's all.
Oh, thanks for letting me know. I'm glad you're still alive.
She kind of leans over to you and she's like, your friend's kind of cute.
I think he's single if you want to ask him out.
He's a little young for my taste. And then she just goes, Reggie, is it?
Yeah, Reggie.
He wasn't on a list, was he?
You'll have to ask Raph that.
Oh. Well,
I'm on a bunch of people's lists.
If I ever was ordered to plot or destroy you, I do apologize.
It's okay. Lots of people have tried. The Sabat, the Ali Batin, or not the Ali Batin, the Banu, Hakim.
I was gonna say, was there a whole mage group trying to kill you? Because I feel like you'd just be dead.
No. No. I was the right-hand man to Locke for a while.
Oh. He was definitely on our list.
Yeah, I wish you guys would have gotten him. Or gotten him sooner. He was not a good person.
Well, we had him leading us. Points at Cooper. He's a little bit slow.
Makes sense.
I had been a vampire for like 6 months.
Yeah. And
you wanted me to tear down all of Kern County's Camarilla operations in 6 months? With 2 vampires to work with?
Hey, cry more.
I like her. How come she's the last one I meet? 1 second, I gotta knock on my door.
Okay. So she's just like, any other questions?
Who's Luna riding with?
I guess Luna's riding with you.
Oh, okay.
And he's like, so in the car with you, he's like, so you want me to teach you?
Oh yeah.
So you can have a pet cat.
It doesn't have to be a cat. I just don't want to get fucking bit.
So you want to like a dog?
This is very personal. You know, it took a lot to ask you this.
I know. I'm down. I mean, sure. That's fine. I mean, it seems kind of cliche. Torador with a fancy animal companion.
How about I get a tiger?
Dude, that'd be dope.
Can you do that?
No.
Oh.
I mean, we can go. I mean, there's mountain lions. I could find you a mountain lion.
You could find me a mountain lion?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't exactly see how that would be, you know. I mean, I guess it could work.
Fuck, I heard there's somebody has a pet bear somewhere.
Yeah, I heard that too. That was fucking nuts. But then again, how do you bring around a bear? You know, I kind of want to pet my animal without it killing my fucking neighbor.
Right.
Anyways.
So you guys get to the hospital. She pretty much says every memey thing towards Cooper just to insult him to injury.
At some point, at this point, I'm just
damage.
stop reacting.
Yeah.
I really like her. Why were you hanging around with the Sabbat? You seem so much better adjusted.
So, do you know the tale of the high clans and the low clans?
Yeah,
So like,
I've been told.
So like, there I am, you know, studying about the undead, and then these guys that we hired to protect us, they decided that they needed to oust us because we treated them so unfairly, because we gave them all their power, but we couldn't teach them any more secrets of the dead. And then I get dragged down into a cave, and then my sire tells me that's the only way to save me. And then I heard that there were other ones like me. There was this Viking guy, and there was this guy who he was like a Mongolian. I didn't know the Clan of the Dead went that far though. And then so technically speaking, I was Camarilla before any of you fucks were. Because I remember before there was a Camarilla.
So, let me guess. That was the Giovanni
Yeah.
who didn't like their place?
Yeah, they didn't like their place. So they decided to oust us. And that's why I joined the Sabbat.
Makes sense. I mean, sucks, but...
I heard...
Well, look on the bright side. There's no Sabbat anymore, and the game's falling apart. So, you know. How come you guys, like... Why is the cam against you if the cam was never really with the Giovanni?
Well, because we were a low clan. And the low clans were not respected. That's how the Salubri died too. I miss the Salubri. They were nice.
The what?
Oh, they were a clan of healers. They helped the Malkavians. They were kind of like brothers and sisters.
Interesting.
Let me guess, you're Ventru?
Yeah, Clan of Kings, baby.
Oh.
And by kings, I mean assholes who think they should be in charge of everything.
Man, that's kind of your dig. I dig it. I just, I just sit around and read books.
Are you playing music, Reggie? While you're in the car? Play
Really?
Old Blue Eyes?
So why Andre? Just the protection element?
Andre has a nice soul. And he's like a servant to the Giovanni. He wasn't really inducted into it. He was more of like a necessary.
So he's the guy that Giovanni treated like you guys treated them.
Yeah.
Only instead of getting angry about it and trying to kill off all the Giovanni, he just ran his own little city.
Yeah. And now he's inviting him in. Because, this place is pretty boring. But from what I hear, this place has been a rockin' lately.
Yeah, I don't know that I'd call this place boring.
Was it you guys that torched the Lamont place?
Yeah, they were making fungal zombies.
Oh. And then she kind of actually like zombies?
Yeah, they were turning the homeless into like shambling fungus people that blew up
Huh.
and attacked things mindlessly.
That's new. Huh. Do you have like any of their body parts left?
I might be able to find you some. Why?
Oh, I'd just be curious to know. You piqued my interest. I like to learn new things. Like I learned what dabbing was the other day. And then I spent a lot of time on the internet. Isn't the internet such a wonderful thing?
It is. It's very, it's a great and terrible thing.
I like
You know-
YouTube. YouTube's fun.
Cat videos? You seem like a cat video kind of
I
girl.
love cat videos. They're so... It's just like they're so adorable. There's so many cat videos.
It's like they're both so slothful.
They're so...
Just lounge around.
I also follow corgis. This one channel I watch. They wear little outfits. They're really adorable.
Yeah, the Queen of England is a huge corgi fan.
Ah, that's interesting. I wish I could have a pet.
Why can't you have a pet?
'Cause I'm dead.
Isn't there like a whole discipline based on having pets?
Yeah, but I'm not really good at that. I'm not really sociable. I wouldn't know how to take care of one either. I think I would just forget about it and just start watching YouTube all day.
Then you would need a pet that can pretty much take care of itself.
Yeah.
Like maybe a cat.
Or goldfish.
I'm pretty sure goldfish die if you don't feed them right.
Oh. I'm learning.
Although, can you make zombies? Can you do like an undead goldfish pet? That might work out for you.
I could, but Andre would probably get upset.
That's fair.
I mean, ever since, because really, my whole life has been about vengeance and destroying the Giovanni. And my ever-waking last thoughts were to destroy them at every turn. But now, I'm living under a Giovanni's roof. And now I'm just kind of lost.
Yeah, there's an ancient Chinese proverb that says, he who seeks vengeance must first dig 2 graves. You're kind of like the opposite of that. You don't know what to do now that it's gone. I mean, from what I understand, the Giovanni blew themselves up, so for the most part, mission accomplished.
We both blew ourselves up. It was a spirit war of escalation.
No. One of those.
Yeah. Ravenos didn't really help either. You know those bombs that happened in India in 1999?
Yeah.
Yeah, that really fucked the spirit world up.
Then there were too many necromancers fighting over the same ghosts.
Yeah. Sorry if I'm boring you.
No, this is interesting. Like I said, I don't know much about the spirit world, you know.
It's kind of a mess right now. Part of the abyss has kind of bleed over into it.
So that's that creepy hell thing that the La Sombra get their powers from?
Yeah.
Oh, so that's what's been going on with the Abyss.
Oh, so you're connected too now?
It's felt unusually cold lately.
Oh yeah, then yeah, you're definitely barking up the same tree that I'm barking up now.
I'm able to see ghosts now. That's new.
Oh, hellscape ghosts, specters, tortured souls. Not the good kind.
There were a lot of them back at that hospital.
Yeah, they have some interesting stories. I was talking to this little girl. She was saying how she really loved this doll. So at some point when I'm allowed to leave, I'm gonna go buy her a doll.
It's nice.
You're not allowed to leave?
I'm not allowed to go out the way I look. She's blush of healthy right now, but even blush of health, she's still very gaunt.
Yeah. She looks sickly and pale.
Yeah, sickly and pale. Like, I look like I'm on, the final stage of my chemo.
Here in Bakersfield, you just look like another drug addict.
Oh, you're such a tease, such a flirt. Oh, well, it's nice to see a familiar face.
Good to see you too.
All right. So you get there, and it's pretty routine. You see basically security staff. You can't see my camera, but I'm quoting. They definitely look like Bruno's boys have been hired to run security at the hospital of that section. And yeah, you definitely see a lot of the addiction treatment specialist area that you guys first walked into. There's a lot more people who are sedated. They're like on some sort of probably some sort of like muscle relaxer or something to just make them comatose. Like, you see a bunch of them just kind of staring at TV. Some of them are drooling. Some of them, they're not really restrained, but you see a lot of people just kind of like sleeping around the area. Where beforehand, addicts are addicts. They fidget a lot. They have, they do their own little temperament. They do their own little psychosis sort of thing because they're addicts. But everybody in this part of the hospital under sedation of some sort. And then one of the security guys recognizes you guys and is like, sir, can we talk privately over here?
Sure.
He's like, what are you doing here?
Surprise inspection from the safety board.
Don't look at.
Do I need to? Does the boss know you're coming?
That depends on whether or not Andre told him.
And he, when you say the word Andre, he's like, I mean, I was just following orders. I mean,
that's not me you got to talk to. It's Andre.
Listen, I've been in this shit way too long. I'm just, Bruno said some stuff, and I just
look.
Please don't kill me. Don't kill me. I just don't want to die. I just don't want to die.
You're not in any trouble. We're just here to fix the problem.
Okay, but there's no problem.
Well, see, the addicts are going extra crazy in this wing because of like residual wraith stuff.
I thought Bruno told you that was gonna happen.
No,
but I mean, like, who cares? They're just a bunch of addicts. Who gives a fuck?
So you see, the government keeps track of this, right? Which means that when there's a bunch of people going spiritually extra crazy, people notice. Also, you're in a primarily Catholic part of town, and the Catholic diocese here is rumored to be connected to the Inquisition. So, people notice.
Oh shit, man. Like I said,
Like I said, we're just here to fix the spiritual problem.
Okay. Yeah. We'll let you in. We'll let you in. We'll let you in. This guy looks like he's fucking, like,
Shitting his pants.
yeah, shitting his fucking pants. And then you go into the hall. I mean, it looks been cleaned up. You definitely see that skull is still there, but it's been propped up on like an idol, and it's definitely growing like red.
I'm gonna.
Are you kidding me?
That's new.
I think, is that it? That feels like it's probably it.
That's the thing they used to do the ritual.
And she just looks at it and she's like, wow. Yeah, this is bad. This is really bad. He really tapped into something he had no idea.
And here I thought it was gonna be good news.
That never happens.
No, this is definitely bad. Oh, by the way, Derek, your sword's glowing.
Why do you
Really?
always glow?
I don't
That's
know.
new.
What is up with all the walking masquerade breaches today? I guess technically none of them are walking, they're all objects, but, you know.
Huh. This is a new type of energy, though. I'm not familiar with this type of spectral energy.
Infernal wraith energy?
I mean, I don't want to be associate red with any sort of color. I mean, really, color is just a spectrum of light. I mean,
I just know there was some weird demon worshipping stuff going on here before.
Oh, okay, then yeah, then probably. I just don't like to associate, color by, everyone says, oh, you wield green flames. It's so demonic and evil. No, that's just the color of the underworld. It's just the shade of color that we just generate.
Fairy fire's green too, right?
Well, I've never.
Face stuff?
I've ran
Like
into
in the Myths and Legends?
Yeah, I ran into one. She was all right.
Wait. I think I could have gone my whole life without knowing the fairies are real.
Oh yeah, they're very real. Like elves and trolls, and the one I ran into, she was like really spooky, but in like a really cool way. She like moved around. She was like what's that movie that Raph made me watch with the ghost coming out of the TV?
The Ring?
Yeah, that's it. She moved like that.
I look at Deck like, what the fuck is she talking about?
Huh.
But it wasn't a ghost. It was a fairy. She liked to scare kids.
So, yeah.
Oh yeah, my job.
What are we-
I don't know what to do.
with that
She's
thing? What
like,
do you-
I don't know what to do.
Wonderful.
Hara, is there any normal people around right now?
Well, about 5 feet that way is a bunch of drooling,
Overly sedated addicts.
Yeah, oversedated
Okay.
addicts.
They're all overly sedated. I pop Oblivion Sight.
It's all the energies of the remnants of this ghost are being absorbed into that skull. So there's no active ghosts. They're not there. They've all been destroyed. Their corpus has all been removed and absorbed into. Well, you wouldn't know what corpus is, but
yeah.
For game terminology's sakes, all their corpses has been destroyed and been absorbed into this skull.
So
So-
it's
But
basically raw ghost energy.
yeah, raw ghost energy.
Okay.
So, what Andre said is that the race would leave behind fetters that we needed to find and destroy.
Okay, I can do
Fetters, yeah?
that. Yeah, fetters. They're like anchors. When you die horribly, you like memories, things that you love and they're attached to. Unfortunately, when we die, we go to hell. Sorry, guys.
No surprise there.
I mean, I might not go to hell.
Oh no, you're especially going to hell, Reggie. You know it.
Maybe.
So
We'll
do
see.
we know what hell is?
Yeah, it's your backyard.
Oh, well, it's not so bad.
Hell is other people.
Hell is actually filled with children.
It's a Jean-Charles Sartre. How is hell filled with children? I thought like all children went to heaven. Isn't that one of the like suffer the children to come unto me, saith the Lord?
Mm-mm.
Say the what to who?
It's one of those things Jesus said. Have you never read a Bible?
What are we talking about again? I'm so lost.
Yeah, I thought we were here to deal with a ghost problem.
Okay, let's go kill the ghosts.
You see what I have to work with?
I know. I mean, we can be
Oh,
philosophical.
yeah.
I'm sorry if we're just above your knowledge and we're just better than you.
Oh yeah, even though we were here to actually do a certain job and we're completely ignoring said job.
I'm not ignoring. I'm analyzing. I can multitask. Jeez. God. I'm sorry. What
Sure.
was your name again?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
That's Deck.
Oh. I knew a deck once.
Same Deck.
Same deck?
From what
No.
I
What do you
gather.
mean?
No, that doesn't matter. No, that's impossible. He was a gargoyle.
No, not same Deck then.
No.
A what?
That's a pretty neat katana you have there.
Yep.
Huh. Huh.
He likes movies.
Alright, I want you to stand there. And I want you to hold this.
Who?
She hands you a candle.
Me?
Oh.
Okay. You. Pretty one.
Yeah.
No, I mean you're
Oh,
pretty,
the other pretty one.
the other pretty one.
Okay.
Alright, hold this. You're holding like a silver bell.
Silver Bell. Haha.
And
Finest
she
keeper
ruffles,
loses
di-
weepers.
digs into her bag, and then she puts on a mask, and then she's like, "Okay, so, all right, which one of you has sinned the most?
As what?
Sinned the most?
I look at Reggie. Well, aren't you the oldest?
Doesn't mean I've sinned the most. I spent most of my life helping people.
Hmm.
Well,
That's a good question.
well,
And I don't know if I am the oldest. I don't know Deck's age either.
all right. Well, I could find out. She pulls out a knife, and she's like, "All right, everybody, put your hand in."
I mean,
I put my hand in.
do I need to?
By the way, Par, is this
I was
right,
gonna
Tay?
No,
Okay.
No,
she does not have a cup. And she
we don't have it. Yeah, we don't have a cup.
She doesn't have the 7-Eleven Big Gulp cup. Twitch,
I need to
YouTube.com/Out of Order Show. They use the Big Gulp cup. So
If I need to bother, I'm like 3 months
she-
old.
she cuts
You
all
could
your
be a really sinful person.
yeah.
you don't know.
She cuts each of your fingertips, and then you see she has a mask on, but you see like the clothes start to like kind of droop a little bit more, and like you see her fingertips start to get way more thinner as like you see like this black energy course from her hands as she like cuts into her own finger with the tips of your blood, and she puts it on her other finger and puts on her other finger and puts on her other finger and other finger, and then she's just like waiting for like the blood to evaporate, but the one that evaporates the last is the one that has more stain on their soul.
No.
It's definitely me.
So she's like, "Oh, we have a winner." She gives you, Reggie, she gives you like a doll,
Okay.
and it's like, "All right."
Sinner.
So,
He who hath sinned.
and then you see like her flesh start to kind of pop back in, and she takes off the mask, and she's like, "Okay, this is what's gonna happen. I'm going to awaken the fetters, but the ghosts have been destroyed, so their shadows will be left behind. The shadows will attack the person who has sinned the most.
Oh.
The charms I've given you will allow you to interact with the spirit. But Cooper, you're bait. I'm sorry. Actually,
Fine.
sorry, not sorry.
Can any of the shadows I can conjure affect them?
Maybe. I mean, you're connected now.
Okay. Let me know when you're going to start.
Okay.
Also, should we do this in a place where we don't have to worry about random people walking into us?
No, I think the 2 guards outside are preventing people coming in, correct?
That's literally their job.
Okay. Then, alright, then I'm gonna do something to get ready. I'm gonna... I look at the rest of you. This may be somewhat shocking, and I'm gonna use Black Metamorphosis.
Not as shocking as... I don't know. I'm taking everything with
You
more
see
crazy shit.
Bella lean towards you, Reggie. She's like, he takes a lot after his sire.
I've noticed.
She's kind
He
of
is
a
definitely
bitch.
not walking a path of life.
Okay.
That's kind of
I
sad.
have to make 2 rouse checks for this.
Okay. Let's go ahead and make the
Okay.
rouse checks.
Alright. I failed 1.
Okay, so you gain hunger.
Okay. Alright.
Gain that
and
hunger.
Then I get
Yes.
Black Metamorphosis, which means I get
Swiss.
four free arms of Ahrama.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Did any of those rolls, or do you roll? Is it just a transformation, or is it just do you have to actually activate it?
the transformation takes 1 turn.
Okay. Okay.
And then it says the vampire's head and extremities sometimes appear to fade into nothingness, while at other times they see swathed in otherworldly darkness. This, combined with the wriggling tentacles writhing from his body, creates an unsettling sight. Mortals, animals, and other creatures not accustomed to this sort of display must make a composure roll. Composure rolls up to difficulty 3.
Hey Vic, make a composure roll.
All right.
Because out of everybody
Composure was
here,
what?
there's only one person who's green, and that's you.
I mean, I don't know. So what do I have to roll? Composure what?
Composure difficulty 3. Oh, and Luna gets he gets a vial of something.
So just
She pulls out a vial.
Well, no, she digs in her bag and gives Luna something, like a vial of clear water, and there's
Okay.
stones inside of it.
so just roll my composure and that's it?
Yep.
Oh no, this is not going to go well. I can't succeed.
It's difficulty
You
3.
get 10s.
I mean,
So yeah,
Got
I mean,
2.
you got
Wait,
2.
but difficulty 3. Well, no, but difficulty means something different now, right? Doesn't that mean you need 3 successes?
No, difficulty 3
Yes.
is literally.
It means he needs 3 successes.
Oh yeah, he needs 3 successes. You're right.
Well,
so I'm very grossed out as usual.
Well, and if you fail, you succumb to a panic that amounts to Rorschach, but instead of
ooh.
fire, it's darkness. You're scared of the dark.
Oh, hey, can we not do this? I'm
Is
suddenly
it just a composure roll or is it a willpower roll?
It says composure.
Wow.
That seems odd to me that it would be just composure at
Yeah,
such a high
that's-
difficulty since your max dice is 5.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying I thought it was
Probably
difficulty
meant
3.
to be a willpower. It's probabso meant to be a willpower roll.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'll give it a willpower instead of just composure. So I'll allow you to roll the remaining dice that you have on your willpower. So you have those 2 successes still. So roll what's left of your willpower, which is your resolve. So roll whatever your resolve is. Add to that.
Wait, what is your composure?
It's a stat.
Yeah.
Right. But
1 more success, so you should be good.
no.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
like-
You have
this is-
resolve composure combined of 3.
No.
You have a willpower of 3.
yes,
Oh.
Who made your character?
he
Who
did.
didn't warn you?
He did.
Oh my god.
Hey, most humans are 3, Dan.
Yeah, but I mean, he's not a human. Vampires get picked for a reason, and no self-control is usually not one of them.
Well,
The
didn't
lack
actually
of self-control
choose
is
this.
what drove them to embrace him.
I didn't choose this.
I didn't choose the undead life. The undead life chose me.
Well, regardless, you're fine.
Yeah, you're just
Okay,
very
yeah, I saw
unnerved.
Pretty fucking spooky.
Yeah, you're pretty unnerved by it.
Can you not do that?
If I'm gonna be bait for ghosts, I'm gonna do this.
They're not ghosts. They're the
So-
shadows of ghosts.
Shadows.
Shades, wraiths, whatever they're called.
They're like a ghost.
Yes. Yes, it's gonna be very painful. Very,
No.
very painful.
Still trying to look at the cup half full, and it's getting harder by the second.
So do we want to smash the shadows or smash the fetters?
Fetters.
Okay.
They'll be the items you have will radiate towards them. So this is the part where they no, it's like a hide and go seek, or no, what's that thing that mortals celebrate on Jesus Christ's death? Easter hunt. It's like an Easter
Easter
hunt.
egg hunt.
Yeah. So
Fascinating.
she puts on the mask, and then she starts to chant, and she's just like chanting in like some sort of gothic sort of like bellowing noise that like a gurgling sort of like and then you see like this black energy rise from her, and then you start to see the place start to get really disfigured. Like all those images that you saw when you first came here, they're kind of bleeding in.
Yes, thank you.
They're kind of bleeding in. So like part of the garden that was established here is kind of fading in, but it's all distorted and like wrecked. Sunlight is trying to beam through. That illusion is trying to come through. And that's not like, it's like faint and gaunt. So it's just like all these different sort of mindscape illusions kind of combined into one. So it's kind of like a mishmash of their haunt that they had here. And then we go into combat for just Evan. Everybody else has to play hide and go seek.
So do I need to fight them, or can I just kind of like, should I just be stalling, basically?
Well, you just gotta survive.
Oh, this is gonna be great. How many are there?
There's about 6.
Great.
So you see, like, you hear like this bellowing as she starts to like chant in some language, but like all the specter energy goes into her, and then she starts to like project it out as they are starting to manifest as like pieces of the children / bits of the garden. It's just kind of like a mishmash of like souls kind of wound up, but you definitely see these lingering eyeballs kind of floating around.
Who can see these? Can everybody see
Yeah,
these?
everybody can see this.
Oh, I've seen these. So do I ring this bell?
I don't know.
Could we go through all the rules before we start?
They're attracted to the objects, so you have to feel out for them. And
So
you
I have to attract the one that's attracted to a bell.
yes.
All right. Well, my guess is it's going to be like a magnet, right? You'll get a pull when you
Mhm.
get close.
Mm-hmm. And I can't keep this up for long, just so you know.
So let's go.
This like mishmash form just kind of boil up from the middle, and it's gonna attack Evan.
Okay, I'm gonna do a fighting retreat.
Okay, well, you know there's only one conflict, so you either dodge or you attack.
Okay. All right.
Because-
So there's 6 individual things coming
No,
at me.
one boils up in the middle.
Okay, so there's one thing that's
Yeah.
actually coming at me.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's
okay.
one coming at you.
I can deal with one thing. All right. What do I roll for initiative?
No, it's just there's no initiative. There's just conflict. So everybody, I
Okay.
just choose. I tell you what I'm doing. You tell me what you're doing, and we have a roll off. And then whoever succeeds is the victor.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna try and grapple this thing with all of my arms of Ahrama to just like keep it away from me.
Okay.
Do they? I'm assuming they can touch it.
Yes, it can touch it.
Okay.
This thing is going to attempt to scream into your very soul.
Oh,
That's not the first time that's happened to me.
It rolls manipulation and this is versus your composure intelligence.
Okay. Where's the add one? All that.
God damn it, Bobby.
God dang it, Bobby.
Okay.
No modifiers.
Hey, Dad.
I get 3 successes.
I got 2. Drat.
Okay.
So it screams into your very soul, and you are flooded with all these images of Divinia basically taking these children and like vicissituting them into like homemade blood sprinklers.
Piece of garbage. Holy shit.
Boy,
And-
am I not gonna feel bad about killing her.
and they were like really, and this is like the worst part of it, they were like deathly children. They were like children that were like in this part of the hospital that were like on their deathbed, and she just took them and just strang out their last bit of life and just tortured them to feed her garden. And you're just overwhelmed with all the sadness and pain and suffering, but you somehow managed to overcome it with your composure. Okay, so go ahead and give me a dex or a strength brawl.
Wait, no, I think I roll for Arms of Ahrama. I
Oh,
roll
yeah.
something different. I roll Wits Oblivion.
Yeah, what's Oblivion?
Okay.
Versus this thing's strength brawl. As it...
I'm pretty sure I get a modifier. Yeah, so I get 4. Oh, I also get my brawl, right? To my attack roll. Yeah, I add all the my brawl. Okay, and
if you have potence, you also add your potence as well. If you
Yeah.
activate it.
I don't think I have to activate it for the Arms of Ahrama. I think that's automatic. Because it says, additionally, So these are quasi-solid arms, not stalkers, and they can benefit fully from potence.
Yeah, so you'd have to activate potence to put on them.
Yeah.
Oh, does that take a turn?
Yes.
Okay. So, well then, I'll re-roll without using potence then.
Okay.
Well, that actually turned out better.
So what's the total?
5 successes.
Yeah. So you do your arms grapple and
Okay.
you hold down the creature as it's sort of like it doesn't want to be touched. It doesn't want to be like spoken to. It's just writhing in pain. You know, it just only attacked you out of instinct. It really has no sense of like reason. Everything is instinctual with this thing.
Okay.
So
By the way, I don't know if this matters to it, but while I'm touching it, it loses 2 dice of stamina.
No, it doesn't matter.
Okay, I didn't think so.
Okay, we'll start with Reggie. Howard, this is not something you're used to.
I will. She said it's like when you die a horrible, violent death, so I'll go to the the room that that Davinia or whatever was doing her experiments on.
Okay, so you go in. Yeah, so you go into that room, and you see like a bunch of what appears to be these hollowed like illusions of what their experiences were like. So you just see like random bits of medical equipment. She used vicissitude, but sometimes she just dug into them just with the scalpel and pliers, and what
a lovely person.
Yeah, what a lovely person.
I'm gonna be so much gladder when she's dead.
I mean, she is Samise. I mean, what do you expect? She was trying to teach them pain.
Sure.
So, you see a bunch of remnant of those like equipment just kind of lying around. Give me a 1 sec. Give me a intelligence awareness, and I'll give you +1 modifier because you're holding this doll. But you gotta let the spookiness in. Do you want the spookiness to be let in?
Yeah, I want to stop all the suffering.
Okay.
Of all the little children's.
Of all the children. So you cling onto this doll, and this doll is not. It's a sacred object. It emits like this sort of feeling of rapture and joy, and like you're reminded of when you were a kid getting like this bike. It's really like the bike from Pee Wee Herman, that bike, and you're just filled with this like overwhelming sense of happiness, and you're like, okay, I don't want to like linger on this feeling, and you're using that feeling to kind of find somebody who would relate or would like this. And so you see this kid in the corner who has no arm, no leg, missing an eye. His mouth has been sewn shut, and he's just kind of rocking back and forth.
Yeah, I'm not looking for the shadows. I'm looking for the fetters.
But
right?
you see the shadow, or what's left of the shadow.
The shadow's probably on top of the fetter.
All right,
or at least near it.
So I'll go over to this kid.
Mm-hmm.
Is it on anything, or touching anything, or connected to anything? No. I'll touch it with the bear.
It starts to cry a little bit. Like it's like really sad.
It's okay. You can hug Mr. Bear. He's your friend.
He's like, you see, like he lifts up his arm and it's been replaced with like a hook. And it like just wants to cry. It's just like crying. It's like
That's right. Let it all out. Real men cry. Nothing to be ashamed about in this room. Just a couple of dudes crying over a stuffed bear.
Okay, you're not making any progress. Derek, what about you?
There's not a whole lot I can do right now. I mean, this is a fucking ghost thing.
Yeah, but he goes into a room where he thinks a bunch of children were killed. You basically have like pretty much not like, it's like a medical floor,
right,
of experimentation. So there's like a waiting room, there's a hospice room, there's a visiting center.
Yeah.
And there's multiple rooms in this floor that were cut off. And she said that the object she gave you would help you find the fetter.
Right. Well, what was the object?
I gave the bell to...
He got the candle.
Oh, yeah, you have the
candle.
candle.
Yeah, I got the candle. That's right.
So, what do you do with the candle?
Candle.
Light that son of a bitch.
Mhm.
Okay, so you light the candle, and it burns blue.
Use a aerosol can with it.
Does walk till it changes color?
Yeah,
Okay, give me a wit survival.
Oh, shit.
I don't. What, survival? I don't
Yeah.
have survival.
What kind of
What's
can girl
this?
doesn't have survival?
I'm a urban gangrel, not a
I'm an urban gig.
I'm a tree hugger gangrel. Thank you. Wits none. Whee!
Hey.
2 hunger dice.
Yeah, no, exactly what
Yeah,
Dan
too.
said. Dan, you're just like, okay, oh, it's changing colors. I maybe I'll follow the color changes. So
How come
you're
he gets the easy one? God.
all right. Luna pops the vial and then like puts his finger in and tries to like rub the vial on his lips, and he's like, do I have to drink it? I don't know what to do. He's like, he just pours it on himself,
Oh my god.
and then he like
It's a
takes
fancy cologne.
he takes like the bits of rocks out of it, and he's like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. What do? You have a bell.
I guess I'll just start walking and ringing it, I guess.
Okay.
Shame.
So you walk and you're trying to ring it. So give me a dex performance.
I need a alright.
What? A Toreador without performance? What the fuck?
He's at least a neonate.
Ah!
So you're
And
like,
he has performance.
so you
just
start-
not high.
it just doesn't make a sense. It's just like, it makes like that like donk sound, like donk 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 donk
Ah, shit,
donk.
am I supposed to be finding something? Is it dull because it's not near? What is this?
Wait, you got the bell, right?
Yeah, you and Luna are like freaking out because you have no idea what to do.
Try jingling, keep jingling it until it actually gets clear.
I know, that's what I'm thinking. So I guess I'll continue to walk down the hall until
ding,
it changes.
Dunk, dunk, dunk. So you're all off doing your own. Luna's like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing, and then he's like, oh, I see stuff. I'm seeing stuff. Oh, I smell, and he's just like running past you, Derek. He's like,
Wait, who did?
Luna. He's like, smells something.
Oh, they're smelling salts. Got it.
All right, back to the spooky thing that's in the middle. It's going to attempt to. It's like lurking towards you, but it's also going to try to do the same thing again.
Well, it's still grappled, right?
Yeah, but it doesn't need to. This is a mental attack. It doesn't need
Oh
to.
yeah, but you said it was lurking.
Oh,
towards
yeah.
Me. Does it have a mouth? Was that where the sound's coming from?
It just
Like, is it-
emanated from itself.
God damn it. Okay. Do I roll the same thing?
Mm-hmm. Composure.
It was intelligence composure, right?
No, it was. It's composure intelligence. Yes, my bad.
Okay. 4 successes.
I only got 2.
Okay.
Whoopsie.
So these images are projected to you now. You see a mill, like a kind of like a boom town that's like on what you think is like the canyon area. It's all on fire. And you see this woman draped in darkness walking towards a young Native American, and she's like trying to like reach out to him and try to like, they're arguing while like they're literally surrounded by an encampment that's on fire, and he kind of looks like Tarzan. He's kind of like lurched over, and he's like ashamed of his action, and he's just kind of looking down, and she's just chastising him,
Can I see his face?
Yeah.
Is it Hatalican?
Yeah, Hatalican, yes.
Okay.
Oh,
And
Walakalugi.
is the woman Laura?
Yes.
Okay. So it's Donna Maria's sister. Okay. Well, that's interesting to see.
Okay.
So this thing, I'm getting the feeling that it's like scared, right?
Yeah.
Can I intimidate it?
You want to piss off the thing that's really scared.
Yeah. Hit him while he's down.
Well, right now it's just giving me information that's actually kind of helpful. So I'm just gonna keep it. Use all 4 tentacles to just like pin it to the wall.
Okay, it's gonna try to break free.
Okay.
So contested strength versus.
Oh, can I also use this turn as a chance to pop fortitude? Not fortitude, potence.
Yes. Make a rouse check.
Okay.
Give me that sweet hunger die. You gain a hunger.
Great. I'm gonna have to feed a lot after this. But okay, and then just roll to pin it to the wall.
Mm-hmm. And it's gonna try to break free.
Okay.
3 successes.
And I get my extra 6 dice. 6 successes.
Jesus Christ. Do you have 3D dice turned on? I don't think you do.
No, you have, what's it called? You got 2 10s too. So
Yeah,
you got a crit.
You got a critical. So yeah, you fucking harass this thing and you throw it against the wall with your tentacles.
And it's just fucking, poor thing.
All right, Dan. You're in the room with this thing. It wants to hug it, but it has no hand. It literally is missing an arm, and its hand has a hook.
I will literally push the bear into its chest and then wrap its arm. I'll grab it by the hook and wrap the arm around the bear.
Okay. You feel it like really like it's like thank you Papa like sort of feeling as like you see this object kind of shining in the corner, and it's like a baseball card.
I will grab the baseball card.
Mm-hmm.
Is it valuable?
Yeah, it's pretty valuable.
It's like a Hank Aaron rookie card, isn't it?
Yeah.
Come on, kid. You can go to heaven. It hugs all the time. And punch and pie.
Yeah, you're just like...
You don't even... You just move on. Like in the movies. Here, I'll throw a hug in, too, and I'll hug the ghost.
You're gonna hug the ghost?
I'm gonna hug the ghost.
Okay,
You're a man now.
Give me a charisma... Charisma. What am I gonna use? How do you convince a ghost to move on?
Trying to take a dead kid's card.
That's really fucked up, Dad.
Persuasion.
Persuasion. Yeah, charisma, persuasion. But you don't need an object to cling on to. Just move on, man. Just move on.
You can go home. You can make it.
You can. Make
it.
I got 1 success. I will willpower reroll.
All right.
Wow, you really.
That's how much this ghost going on. No, I want this ghost to move on peaceably.
Okay.
That ups it to 3 successes.
So you, with the energy of the bear and your genuine manipulation of the situation,
it's my love. My love. I'm giving this kid the fatherly love that Davina robbed of him.
You see its energy.
I empathize with this child, dang it. He's like me.
He's like me. So you feel
We're
the energy.
Same, you and I.
So this room sort of snaps out of the illusion. It kind of like breaks. Like you literally hear like a shattering of the illusion, and then it just kind of all dissipates, and you're in basically a room filled with a bunch of medical equipment, and you have that stupid card in your hand. Derek, you're still chasing. You're playing red light, green light with the candle.
Is the bear gone?
Yeah, the bear is gone.
Okay. Well, I did my part.
So you're doing red light, green light, red light,
And-
green light.
And I got paid, so I don't get a stain.
Oh my god.
You got
Fucking
paid.
knew it.
Piece of
You see the candle as it's like melting. When it touches you, it feeds the candle, and you're realizing that this candle is feeding. You gain a hunger die.
Uh-oh.
What the fuck?
Aww.
Okay.
So you're like, oh man, I'm really Oh man, this candle's
Son
making
of
me
a
hungry.
Better figure this shit out quick.
Yeah, I
Go to the
start booking
kitchen.
it.
Go to the kitchen.
So where do you
Sure.
go? So you go in the kitchen area.
Yeah.
Okay, you go into the kitchen area and you see like a cupboard that is like glowing red. Like when you put the candle into the room, you do like a general wave. The only color change is like in the cupboard area.
Is it closed?
Yeah.
I open it.
You open it and there is it looks like it's empty, but there's like a bunch of knickknacks. Like probably this is where you imagine Davina took away their toys and hid them because it's kind of like a high cupboard area. So there's like a bunch of knickknacks in this like little cupboard.
What a bitch. I set the candle down
Mm-hmm.
and I take the knickknacks and start putting them on the floor.
Okay. So give me a Dex performance again, Vic.
Oh my.
Why don't you
Might as
just
well just-
activate celerity and add your celerity to your?
I can do that? Wait,
It says
what
any
the?
non. It says any non-combat Dex challenge.
Oh, okay, so then I'll do that. Do I have to rouse, or is it
Yeah.
just a passive?
It's a rouse.
Okay, so I'll click rouse. Hey,
It says right here, add celerity rating to
Oh, they
user
said add
dice pool
hunger.
for
I'm like,
a
I gotta-
non-combat Dex tests.
so I add so
Let me get food.
performance,
I'll be back.
Okay.
dexterity, and then +3.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right. So you go to an area where it's the children's sort of playroom area, and it starts to ring. It starts to ring in there, and then every time you ring, you see like an outline of the past. You see like sort of like a sonic echoing of like children playing with their parents, or an office staff member playing with the kid every time you ring the bell. But then there's one part of the room that's just like untouched, that there's no echoes, there's no outline, anything. And you see this it's like a chest that's filled with a bunch of shit, like a toy chest.
And there's no sonar thing coming off of
No,
it or whatever.
no sonar thing coming off of it.
So I'll go towards it because
Mhm.
I'm guessing that this is what I'm supposed to be looking for, I
Yeah.
guess. Because I'm basically a chicken with its head cut off at
Yeah.
this point.
And
So
so
I'll walk over to it and try to
you open
rummage
it.
through it, I guess.
So you open it, it's empty. It's completely empty.
Huh. Is ringing my bell doing anything to it?
So do you ring your bell near it?
Yeah.
Okay. So you ring the bell and you see this figure that's kind of hiding inside of it. And you don't really realize it until you really examine the chest. But you look, the ceiling of the chest,
Mhm.
It's like somebody was clawing and they suffocated and they died in here. Like there's literally claw marks on the top of the chest.
Holy shit! Jesus.
Shout out
This
to
gets
Binding of
worse
Isaac.
and worse.
And like you see like somebody etched their initials on the side.
What does it say? What are the initials?
It says TJ.
Damn. I'm guessing TJ was the one in here, and he's kind of the soul I have to
Possibly.
ring the bell with.
Possibly.
Can I say, hey, TJ?
You just see the shadowy figure inside of the. God damn, Dan. God damn. Sorry.
Good eats.
Good eats, Dan. God damn, Dan. God damn.
Show us for the stream. I want to see it. Anyways,
yeah. So you just see like a shadowy, like a shadow outline inside the box. Now she did say that like it's an object, so it's the chest itself, but you don't know what you're supposed to do with it.
can I try to coax him out? Whatever the shadow thing is inside of it.
No, it's just an echo. It's just an outline of it. It's not even there. The shadows have all coalesced and they're fighting Evan right now.
Oh. So can I drag it out? Am I supposed to drag it out or what?
I guess you don't know.
Huh.
Okay, Evan.
Yeah.
All right. Damn it! I keep on having to fix this. I'm going to change this at some point.
You know, maybe we should try be nice to it. Can I make a persuasion roll? Like, hey, who will hurt you? Maybe we'll do this while the spooky shadow square was up.
It goes.
Well, it was worth a shot.
And it's attempting to project its suffering onto you again.
Okay, I'll make my roll again.
I'm gonna get a good roll eventually. Yeah.
Okay, I think you got me on that one.
All right. Give me a sec.
Oh, he's gonna fuck you. He's gonna look through the book and find the worst. You got astigmatism now.
You take that much superficial willpower damage.
Yes.
Is that true?
Yep.
What is superficial willpower damage?
It's just you mark it down.
I was like a bashing.
It's like you spin it.
Yeah, it's like you spent it.
Oh, okay.
As
That's not bad.
you feel sapped. Like this wave is actually this new one is you see a building where you see a lot of people celebrating, almost like a party of some sort, and you see Betty. And she looks like she's alive. And she's stumbling out the party drunk. And then she's basically crying and stumbling outside this party. And like she has her heels in her hand. And she has like mascara running down her face. And then she's walking down the street onto Chester. And then all of a sudden, there's this loud, like, a roar of people yelling, and she turns back, and it's the Tahone on fire.
Like the Tahone Ranch.
Well, it's called the Tahone. What was the Tahone Hotel at one point?
So while she was alive, she walked out of a party drunk, and then the place she was at for the party was burning down behind her.
Yeah.
By the way, do I take 3 superficial damage or just the difference?
Just the difference.
Just the difference. You take 1.
Okay.
That's like a third of mine.
Sorry, I thought I muted that.
It's okay.
No, you did.
Okay.
Dan, you're pretty much done. You found the fetter, and you coaxed the
Cheater.
spirit to move on.
If you want to
take the
help
card.
all these other people, that are.
So we'll ignore him as he's like, I got a cool baseball card. And Derek, what do? You pull all the knickknacks and you line them all up.
I will go back and see if I can help. Is Bella her name?
Yeah, Bella.
See if I can help Bella if she needs anything.
She's literally like channeling.
What the fuck was that?
She's just channeling like necromantic energy from her body.
Creepy. In a kinky kind of way.
So what do you do, Deck?
Candle. Like the flame doesn't change here, right?
So you're moving the candle to each object.
Mm-hmm.
So you move the candle to, like one of those. It's the ball with the string attached to it, and you use it to catch it.
The ball in a cup.
Yeah, the ball in a cup. But it's actually really it's like a wood. It has like 3 sides. It's like different difficulties. There's 3 sides that you can. It's pretty hefty and it's pretty like well crafted. It's not like a plastic, cone with a cup at the end. It's actually like a piece of wood with a really, fine string with a rubber ball, and it has 3 difficulty sides. It's actually pretty neat.
Mm-hmm.
That's written in the fine print. It's actually pretty neat.
Now you can destroy this fetter and destroy the wraith, or to help it pass on, you can achieve the ultimate catching the ball in the cup that is 1 size too small for the ball.
Actually, I was tempted to just burn the damn thing with the candle.
That you can do.
Yeah, I'll do it.
All right. So you put the candle to it, and then Evan, you hear it go.
Take more damage.
As it doesn't like what just happened to it.
I'm guessing.
I think whatever you're doing is working.
Or it's making it mad.
All right. Vic. So you drag out the chest into the hallway, and you have a chest. Like a toy chest. And then you see Luna, he comes out, and he's holding a blanket. And he has it, and he's like soaking. Like he's like, something like just drenched him.
Like water?
Yeah.
We'll go with water. It's semen.
God damn it. And he's just like,
Turn into a dog.
and he's using it as
Like
like
a
to
wet
dry
dog.
himself off. He's like, fucking A.
Is that your item,
Yeah.
I presume?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, grab the other end of this toy chest.
And he helps grab the other end.
It's awkward to hold. What is this supposed to be, like some Ghostbusters thing where they put it into that little pack shit?
I don't know. What the fuck we do? What did we do with yours?
I don't know. Let's just bring it out to the fucking where we were.
To the spooky lady? Yeah. So you guys run down the hall. Actually, give me a Dex Athletics, just because it's kind of like an awkward chest.
Who, me?
Yeah, he doesn't want to, like, you guys are like kind of huffing it. You're leading with the chest, so he's just carrying it. So give me a Dex Athletics, so you don't like slip and fall. Yeah, you're fine. It's just kind of, you both are panicking. It's a really, big chest.
Yes, I want to get this shit over with.
Yeah.
I'm tired of these ghosts. I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
You see her, and she's still kind of channeling this dark energy through her. As Evan's pretty much got the thing on lockdown. It's not moving. It's just kind of writhing in pain and not doing anything.
Does that thing have a name?
I think it's just all the children put together.
Well, is one of them named TJ?
I look at the weird thing I'm grappling. Is one of you TJ?
What'd it say?
Haha, blah,
Translate.
blah, 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 blah. So something like that.
I believe it said there is no TJ, only Zool.
Oh yeah, maybe these kids were big Ghostbusters fans.
Well, we've got whatever the hell these resonance things are, or fetters. What?
Well,
were they?
okay, you need to like deal with it somehow.
It's going to attempt to inflict pain on your brain again.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would need to succeed on literally every single die if I'm not.
That's an exceptional.
Yep.
I did not succeed on every die. Should I spend a willpower? Because I'm going to run out of willpower if I take that much damage.
As well, can't be that bad.
My expected value is actually better, so I'm going to do that.
So I have 4, 5, 6, 7.
So do the 10s count as 2s?
No.
Yeah, if you get 2 of them.
You gotta get 2 of them though.
But he did, because one
But
of
I
his
do
initial
have-
ones is also a 10.
So
That's
now
true.
I get up to 5.
Okay, so you take 2.
2. I am out of willpower, by the way, but I don't go negative. I don't know
Alright.
what that does.
So this last image,
You're -2 to everything.
Okay.
when you have this image, and you see, you guys back in the day by the Kern River.
Like the Sabat?
Yes, you see
Okay.
somebody's watching you through the eyes of something. You see somebody watching you, and you're all doing your dumb raite and doing fire dance, and then you see Reggie in a room, very boring, playing music, and then you see Davinia and Cornelius out in the middle of the desert. Something's watching them. Something's been watching all of you. And then finally, you see Archibald, and he's kind of in this room, just kind of like reading something, and then he stares up, and he grabs the thing that's been watching, and he looks at it, and he's like, "You little bugger."
So that snake caught the Watcher.
Do I see what the Watcher looks like or no?
No.
Okay.
It's a tiny animal. That's what you see,
Like a rat?
possibly.
I mean, what else is down there? A bat?
It looks like this thing that was watching you took many different forms.
Yeah, I don't think that like figuring out exactly what animal Archibald snatched was super important.
Yeah.
Okay.
As you're completely sapped, your whole being is just like drained. You just have so much therapy you need to go through.
It's like, please hurry it up, guys. If you can't figure out what to do with the chest, just burn it.
Well, do you guys got a lighter or some shit? Where's Deck? Does he still have his little...
Oh my god, I reach into my pocket and I throw him a lighter because he's in the hallway.
I start trying to light it. Oh, can he... Oh, fuck. Is there a dry part of the
he
blanket?
opens up the chest, he throws the blanket into the chest,
Mhm.
and then he's like, "Throw the fucking lighter in there."
Alright. And then I throw it in there.
Yeah. And then you see like it pulse red, like the flames just go like red all of a sudden, and then you see the creature just start wigging out, just going as it like just shrinks and shrinks and shrinks and shrinks until finally as soon as the fire goes out on the chest and the blanket, it goes out. And it's a really sad thing when you see a soul get destroyed.
Okay, I drop
So-
black metamorphosis when that happens.
Are you alright, Cooper?
I need to lie down for like a week.
Yeah. Let's not do this again.
So FYI, you get your resolve back in willpower at the beginning of each session.
Yeah.
Heal superficial damage and resolve.
Mhm.
Otherwise, you have to do specific things to get your willpower back.
Oh, okay. So I'll actually get it all back in like 2 sessions anyway.
Yeah, if you don't spend any more.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. That's not too bad.
But if you take superficial damage and you're out of willpower, it becomes aggravated damage, and you only hear aggravated willpower damage by working towards your personal goals.
Okay, so it's a good thing we stopped it before that actually happened.
Deck walks in, and then she stops channeling the energies.
Puts it
You're
out.
muted.
Oh, you're muted.
I blow out the candle.
Okay.
So,
I walk up to Reggie. Okay, look, that thing showed me something. It showed me something watching me and the other Sabat when I was first embraced. But it also showed me the thing watching you, watching Davina and Cornelius, and watching Archibald.
Oh,
But
and it watched the Assamites, and it was watching Arthur.
It was also watching the Assamites and Arthur. But Archibald was the only one who knew it was watching him. He caught whatever the thing was.
All right, good to know. You all right, Bella?
Oh yeah.
Need some help getting up? No?
Oh yeah. If you want to help me up,
Now give her a hand and help her up.
she like falls into your arms. She's just like, "Oh, you're such a gentleman."
So, yeah. Let's not do this again.
You're a lot smoother than I'd expect you to be.
Well, when you've had nothing but thousands of years, you read a lot of trashy novels.
So anyway, Cooper, how you holding up?
Like I said, I
They're
need
like-
to lie down for a week.
They're flirting. He's fucking like, ugh.
Yeah, he's just like Luna's just like drenched, and he's like, ugh.
Enough of this fucking rom-com. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go home.
Are you kidding? This is the most fun I've had since the Sabat rolled back into town.
Look, I'm exhausted. Do you think you get a separate ride back to Andre's little place?
I can get her home.
Okay. I just leave.
You're like, I'm gone. You can just walk away.
So what do we do with the red skull?
Oh, that's mine.
No shenanigans again, right?
No,
We're not
I have
gonna
to
have
give this to
Go to
Andre.
another hospital.
Andre's the one in charge, so
Yep, I'm gonna give it to Andre.
Yeah.
Bruno's
Well-
Bruno's probably gonna die, or wish he died. Andre
So-
knows Aztecian death magic.
Luna, what are you covered in?
that is creepy.
What do you mean?
Aztec death magic?
Yeah.
Like it gets there's another kind of magic after blood magic and necromancy.
So my magic is actually more Constantinople, sort of Roman-esque, daughter of Etro necromancy. So I do a lot of ancestor worship. There's this Viking that I knew. He called on the gods for his necromantic power, the power of Helheim. There's many realms of the dead, many ways to channel it. Kind of
Good
cool
to know.
stuff.
Yeah.
I don't like necromancy. I don't
Why?
care how you fucking try to spin it.
Well, okay, look, she didn't go murdering a baby and using its skull. Her ritual was pretty cool. I got to give a kid who'd never gotten a hug a teddy bear, and then I gave him a hug and he moved on. How cool is that?
Where's my teddy bear?
Oh, the kid took it when he moved on.
What?
That was my teddy bear.
Uh-oh.
He left a Hank Aaron rookie card.
Well, that's my Karen rookie card now.
It's only worth like $150,000, You can buy a lot of teddy bears with that.
I'll let you have it. You big.
Oh, thank
You
you.
big.
You're a sweetheart.
You're a big crybaby.
Don't worry, I'll get you some new teddy bears.
I've always wanted to go to a fair.
All right, when the Kern County Fair's in town, we'll go.
You know, I didn't do much celebrating when I was with the Sabat.
Those guys just don't know how to have fun.
No, they really don't. I mean, look at him. He just starts pointing at Cooper as he's like dragging his feet out the door.
I know, it's like we put a centuries-old malevolent spirit driven by pain, rage, and misery, and we got it to, move on. And all he can do is be like, wine, wine, wine. It hurt my brain.
Oh, by the way, your sheriff's covered in ectoplasma.
I take a step away from him.
And he's like, that's it. I'm taking a break. I'm done. You're sheriff now. You're sheriff. You're sheriff for like the next 2 nights.
Yeah.
Or I just need like a night or 2, man. I just need to get this shit off me. I need to get this whole fucking episode just done. I just need to. No, I'm sheriff. I'm strong.
Hey, Luna.
Yeah.
You got this. You're a good sheriff.
Thank you. I'm just covered in ectoplasma. What's ectoplasma?
That's a great question.
It's like, the scum that builds up on the bottom of your shoe.
I got this one, maybe. Have you ever seen Ghostbusters?
Yeah.
Slimer. That stuff he leaves behind when he runs through Bangman.
Oh, but why is it all green and shit? It's like, I just feel disgusting.
Because you didn't get ectoplasmed by a Slimer. You got ectoplasm by something else.
Oh. Ugh. All right. Let's go, Vic. Let's go, Tony. I gotta clean this shit off me.
Cool. Just right in the back.
Thanks.
I don't want. It's easier to clean out the back. No offense, but you smell.
And she looks at you, Dak, and she's like, "Well, I have no relation to you, so I'm done with you."
That's cool.
Cool scars.
Yeah. Nice meeting you.
I'm not really good at this whole conversating thing. I've been working on it.
I think you're doing great.
Do you like cat videos?
I had the internet introduced to me like last month.
What do you do on the internet?
I buy stuff off of eBay.
What's eBay?
The greatest invention of all time.
I get into my phone and I show it to her.
Oh, it's a place where you buy. It's like a marketplace.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like Amazon, right?
Sort of.
I have an Alexa. All right, I'm done talking now. We can go now, Reggie.
All right, let's get you home.
All right.
I will see you kids later.
And she gets the bell. She gets what's left of the candle.
No, I want to keep the bell. Fuck that.
I give the candle back.
You know the bell attracts ghosts, right?
Well, I have a ghost problem to deal with too. So I might need your help.
Do you now?
Yes.
Oh.
I kind of need what's left of my armory.
She's like looking at you.
I'm guessing you're not the one. Okay. Here. I like underhand toss it to her.
She's like, please don't disrespect my objects. They're very sacred to me.
I'm sure.
If you disrespect me again,
I will feed on your soul.
Bye now.
That's
So cute.
adorable.
And like you see her like energy, like her face kind of sinks in, like, and her eyeballs disappear and they're just black when she says that to you.
Boy, Cooper keeps
She
some
go
fine
fuck
company.
you up.
Any more Sabat we need to know about? Fuck.
Pride? We haven't met Pride.
You
Hmm.
won't.
Envy? Have we met? We met Envy, right?
No.
No.
Well, for all I know, you have. You don't. She's a master infiltrator. She could be
Oh,
literally
okay.
anyone.
Even you.
Could be.
All right.
I feel like I'd be more competent if I was
And
Envy,
Cooper
though.
suddenly ninja vanishes. What? Me? No. Poof.
So Vic or Tony and Luna drive back to the coterie. I'm assuming you go back to Donna Marie's Haven.
By the way, before I leave, I go over to Belliana and I say, Lust and Wrath are still alive.
Huh. Whatever.
I just thought you should know.
Why should I care?
You worked with them for, I don't know how long, presumably a really long time.
And you think I, develop a family bond like some sort of novel or those TV shows? I've been watching a lot of TV shows too. Do you know what Netflix is like?
I do.
It's really good.
Mm-hmm. I like HBO better, but personal opinions.
What's HBO?
Kind of like Netflix with better TV shows.
Oh,
It has Game of Thrones, but no Luke Cage.
No, I'm a fan of True Detective.
well, what's I've read a book. I've read the book called Game of Thrones. They made a show out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's a lot of violence and death in that. Does it add up
Yep.
well?
The first bunch of seasons were good, but then they get past the books and it went to shit.
Luna's like, we're really talking about this. This is literally what we're really talking about.
Well, we killed the thing.
Luna,
We're pretty good.
do you want a moment of normalcy or no?
I mean, I'm just saying, I wanted to go to a racetrack and none of you guys would ever be interested, but you guys are all talking about Game of Thrones. How fucking basic is that?
What kind of racetrack?
Oh, see? Like,
Man of culture.
Don't you judge us? We can gamble.
Are we talking like bustle?
like we go out into the desert and we race for scripts and for slips.
Pink slips.
Oh, that kind of racing.
Mhm.
Nah.
Is there betting?
Yeah, there's betting.
Fucking sign me up. Hell yeah. Down to play the fucking odds.
Didn't
Hell.
expect the Toreador to be into that.
So you all go your separate ways. I'm assuming you head back to the bar deck.
Mm-hmm.
You see Stuart there, just kind of kicking dirt, like he's really bored, like he's not really doing anything. He's kind of fidgeting. He's just kind of
He's bored as fuck.
He's just walking back and forth in the bar, not really being able to do anything. And he's just like, well. I couldn't be invited to your guys' little clubhouse.
Do you want to deal with ghosts?
Dude, I'll deal with anything. Throw an antediluvian at me at this point. I don't give a fuck. This is so boring, man.
Well, I'm glad you think that, because sooner or later they're actually going to want to use you for cannon fodder.
Oh, well, I do surprise. So, did you bring me anything? Bring me a Happy Meal?
We found Envy.
Sloth
No,
becomes
sloth.
sloth.
Oh, Sloth. Sorry, not Envy.
Envy would be much scarier.
You found that bitch?
Yep.
And she was kind of worthless. She didn't really even do much.
She was actually really helpful tonight.
Oh, so she flipped to the cam side as well.
I'm assuming everybody did.
Wait, is the little Giovanni clique Cam?
No.
No.
They're like independent, right?
Yeah, they're independent.
If you could call them even that. So
INDEP. Sorry.
Alright, well, fuck. If you don't got anything for me, I'm just gonna sit here and just have my thumb up my ass and just wait until Gehenna comes again.
I called, by the way. When I get back to where I am, I called Deck.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Actually, there is something you could probably... Yeah, you were all great with tech, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You called me?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Yeah, I'll answer.
Yeah.
Hey, speak of the devil.
You with Stuart?
I put you on speaker. Yeah,
Wait.
he's right here.
When do you all want to go after Valen?
Oh, we want to go now.
And I don't want to go now, but I need to know when we're gonna go.
Well, whenever. I'm ready to go trot into the desert.
Tomorrow night?
Sure.
Alright. Meet at your bar at 10.
Fuck
Deck,
Sure.
that work for you? Alright. See you guys tomorrow. Click.
Well, so about that tech you needed for decoding,
Yeah.
what do you need?
I gave you the laundry list. I have it written it down already.
Let's see what I can find.
Alright. What else?
Wait a minute, weren't there like oh, never mind.
So you fought
Close
ghosts?
even if it did. Huh?
You fought ghosts tonight?
Yeah, KMC.
Oh, I thought it
KFC.
I fought a ghost once.
At Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Not cool.
Stupid ghost chickens.
This one was like an angry bitch, though.
Who was?
Oh, ghost I fought once.
Oh, yeah. They were not nice.
So, I think I'm going to wrap it up there. You drop Bella off.
I get her a bear on the way back.
Okay.
Since we're on the east side, there's somebody on a street corner selling like teddy bears and roses.
Yes, there is.
At 3 in the morning.
Yes. Welcome to the east side of
yeah.
Bakersfield, Tony.
I was gonna say,
Yeah,
I was gonna say, you should have went to a gas station. Just been like, "Ooh, give me that."
She explains the nuances of like, oh, you're really kind, but really the bear was like a significant anchor to a soul that she once helped, and she explains all the nuances of like what the talismans are crafted from, that they're, you know, symbolic, you know, they hold weight in the spirit world. She explains that there was this one time that she ran into like a cowboy that had a 6-shooter, but they had to mold the bolt out of souls because bullets don't fall into the Shadowlands. And she just starts meandering on and on and on and on about the underworld and the spirit lands.
And I am taking notes.
Okay. You basically you can buy the specialization like Shadowlands lore for if you want to, because she basically just gives you like a 101, like when things die, not everybody becomes the wraith. Only people of like significant emotional resonance comes back as wraiths. Traumatic events can cause ghosts to emerge. Sometimes they go through this crystallis form, so even if you died in like 1880, you can wake up literally tomorrow. So ghosts are kind of always in the despondent, like time isn't really a factor. They're all just kind of like in this mishmash sort of like emotional plane of like, oh, you're a Roman soldier and I'm a cowboy, fuck it, we're both ghosts. And like death is kind of a universal language. She really attested to like the ultimate like socialist society. Death is the equalizer.
Death and taxes.
Good to know. Well, here. Use my phone number. If you ever get bored, give me a call. We'll do something.
Well, I'm always bored. But like I
I'm
said,
always down to do something.
all right. She emotes. I'm blushing. If I could blush, I would blush.
I met a lot of new people since the whole Sabat shakedown happened, and you're the first one I can genuinely say I liked.
Well,
So it's been a real pleasure.
likewise, Reggie. Likewise. And she steps out, and then she goes to the gate, and it opens, and then it closes, and then she walks away.
Yeah, I drive out.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, thank you everybody for stopping on in. This has been the Starting XP presenting the Masquerade Camarilla Sides episode Tear. Thank you everybody for stopping on in. Multiple ways you can support the broadcast. One, you can always hit that follow button on the way out. Join the Broken Community. We do have a Patreon, so if you want to go to patreon.com/outofordershow, go ahead and check that out. We have tons of behind the scenes content. We do one-on-ones each and every single month that get released later the next month. And we do a post wrap-up show where we just kind of dick around and talk about XP and the character sessions and all that stuff. So support the Patreon, support the broadcast, and thank you. So until next time, be good to one another, and peace forever.